32, even strength goals with 30, and game-winning goals with 9. There are a total of 11 other games tonight in the National Hockey League for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Here we go. Ducks up 1-0 over Buffalo. That's in the first. McTavish has scored. Bruins, Pasternak's got his 29th. They're up 1-0 over the Leafs. Canadians, Slavkovsky, his 10th of the year, up 1-0 over the Hurricanes in the first. Flyers got a goal from Rasmus Ristolainen. They lead the Penguins 1-0. It is 2-1 Columbus over the Dallas Stars. Jamie Benn with his 15th in that game. Matthew Olivier's got 11 goals in the season now. He has scored. No score. Calgary and Washington later tonight. We got the Rangers at the Islanders. Seattle is in St. Louis. Florida at Nashville. Edmonton and Florida on Thursday. Detroit visits Minnesota, and the Chicago Blackhawks are at the Utah Hockey Club. The Edmonton Oil Kings tonight are in Moose Jaw, and Wednesday they are in Brandon. And the Bakersfield Condors are at San Jose on Wednesday night. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel, we've got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And we go to local ties for Sobeys and Safeway. Liquor, wine, spirits, beer, and so much more. What a great player Brandon Hagel out of Morinville, Alberta has turned out to be. He's had 64 and 75-point seasons the last 2 years. He's got 64 points in 56 games this year. Spent 4 years with the Red Deer Rebels, where Cam Moon broadcast his games. There is 8 minutes to face off, and this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a lot of fun, a lot of excitement coming from me, and when you get a chance to play with one of the best players in the world, you can't really take it for granted. So I'm just trying to elevate my game and complement his in any way I can, and hopefully we can produce a little bit tonight.
That is Matt Savoy talking about playing with Leon Draisaitl, who leads the NHL in goals. Let's bring aboard inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, the Oilers with 2 subpar performances. They've given up 18 goals in their last 3 games, dating back to last game before the Four Nations face-off break. Your thoughts on the matchup tonight?
Well, the Oilers are going to have to be much better. I don't know if they could be much worse. They're playing a good hockey club that's playing very well right now. They've got good goaltending, good power play, fairly deep, good checking lines. So there's a lot of things you like about Tampa Bay. The thing with the Oilers, there's teams that'll struggle, and you're like, well, they don't have a top line, or they're missing this, or they don't have that. The Oilers have all the pieces, and we saw for the majority of the season how well they can play when they're all playing well. To me, it's just simple. They didn't play simple hockey. The work ethic wasn't there defensively, and they were forcing things that they shouldn't have forced and just got themselves into trouble. So, to me, hard work and simplification will go a long ways tonight for the Oilers being a better hockey club.
This is going to sound bad. They just got to get back to some structure and process, and eventually the results will come. I mean, you're playing. We always knew this was a tough road trip, right? Yep. You're playing good teams. You at least got to have some structure and process in your game. We haven't seen that in the first 2 games of the strip.
No, you haven't. Before every game, they will. Chris Novak would say, we can't turn the puck over in the neutral zone. This team here's got some defensemen that jump up in the play. So if there's a turnover in the offensive zone, we got to be back quickly. In our own zone, we can't be on the wrong side defensively. These are all things that the Oilers know how to do, and that's called structure. And that's being part of an identity of a team. They haven't had that. They've cheated around the ice. They've been derelict in their defensive duties. They've tried to force things that weren't there, things that they weren't doing when they were playing well and playing good defensive hockey. So, yeah, it just simple and hard work. I think Corey Perry said it best the other day. We just have to work harder because they haven't. They haven't worked near hard enough. And there's no team in the NHL nowadays, not one single team, that is good enough to come out with a half-baked effort. You have to work hard. There's just too many good teams nowadays, too many good players. And I think the Edmonton Oilers saw that the last couple of games. You come out with a D effort or a C effort, you're going to get blown out of the rink.
All right, let's go to LaFord. Keys to the game. Ford. Built Ford proud.
Well, I think one thing the Oilers haven't done very well the last couple of games is puck management. You have to know who's on the ice. And the Oilers tonight, there's some really good players on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Those are not the times you're going to try to force something when a Kucherov or a Point or those players are on the ice. The Oilers the other day with Ovechkin, giving up odd man breaks to the best goal scorer in the league. So the Oilers puck management, understanding who's on the ice at what times has to be much better if the Oilers want to win this hockey game.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob and Bryn Griffiths coming up during the end of the roll, first and second intermissions. Cam Moon's ready to go. It is the Edmonton Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning up next live from MLA Arena on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
to be joined by a decorated veteran who served our nation for 20 years with the U.S. Navy and U.S. Special Operations Command as an Arabic and Somali linguist during multiple operations and overseas deployments. Tampa Bay, please welcome and salute retired Senior Chief Petty Officer Casey Johnson. And now, let's sing loud and proud with the voice of Bolts Nation, retired U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Sonia Bryson Kirksey, as she performs our national anthem.
Oh,
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers road trip continues. They take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We're the Oilers Radio Network. And the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Victor Arvidsson and Zach Hyman. Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard on defense. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Lightning, Anthony Cirelli with Brandon Hagel and Zemgus Girgensons up front on defense. Ryan McDonough and Eric Chernak in goal. It's Andrei Vasilevsky. Michael Markovic and Pierre Lambert, they're the referees. Johnny Murray and Andrew Smith are on the lines. We have dropped the puck. We're underway here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay. Puck goes into the Edmonton zone. It's Hagel along the right wing corner boards. Squeezes loose, goes in behind the net, and the pass by Bouchard. It comes across to Hagel, and the shot and the save made by Skinner. Bouchard's pass got picked off, and the pass comes across to Hagel, and he got a shot right from the slot.
Well, Evan just got bailed out there. First shift of the game by Stuart Skinner, and the Oilers needed that. Evan's way of getting Stuart into the game, 20 seconds into a hockey game.
That's right. Face-off will be to the left of Skinner. He played Saturday in Philadelphia, had 26 saves in that 6-3 loss against the Flyers.
And he wouldn't have liked the second goal against, but it needs to be stated. There could have been a lot more.
Yeah. Up the left wing, McDavid will get to center ice. He's going to dump it in. Arvidsson after it. To the right wing corner to Hyman. Back around to Arvidsson. Along the left side, got knocked down. And Cirelli up the boards to center ice. Hagel gets tied up by McDavid in the loose puck. It's Nurse to Arvidsson over center ice, and he'll dump it in. Vasilevsky out to play it. And Chernak with it in the right wing corner. We're just underway here in Tampa. The Oilers and the Lightning scoreless. Edmund up the left wing will get it to center ice. Off to stick a point. It'll go down in behind the Edmonton net where Skinner sets it. Nurse rims it, doesn't get out. Hedman with a shot, and that just goes wide of the Edmonton goal. Comes around the boards and out. Moser back into his own end. J.J. Moser up the right wing. We'll get it to center ice. Kucherov gets stripped of it. Nurse looking for Savoy, but he's tied up, and now Point will bring it in on the right wing. He's about top of the circle. Draisaitl in front of him, and the puck goes off a stick over the glass, out of play. Minute 24 gone here in a scoreless first period.
Oilers scratching John Klingberg and Jeff Skinner. Klingberg had played the previous 7 games, had a goal and assist against Philadelphia. And Skinner scored against Washington, albeit in garbage time, of a rout loss for Edmonton. And one of the things that was discussed was managing the puck better, and they've already had 2 turnovers the first minute and half of this game.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will take the draw against Nick Ball. Puck comes across on the right to Connor Brown. And Brown will float it through the middle. Glove down by Nugent-Hopkins. They'll shoot it off the glove of Vasilevsky. And the puck cleared out to center ice. And it bounces off of Kulak. Now he gets control of it. Up the right wing to Brown. At the blue line of the Lightning, will dump it in. Vasilevsky to play it. Chafee up against the board. Stick gets lifted. It comes out. Here's Janmark. Shot. That goes off Vasilevsky and just wide.
Janmark's got to snap that right away. Kind of curled that in before he took the shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Doesn't have a great shot. Didn't score double-digit goals a couple years ago, but Connor Brown with two good plays here, creating a look first for Nugent-Hopkins off the rush and then winning a puck battle down low. Corey Perry on the ice cam, as you know. And Corey had an extended conversation with his former Tampa Bay teammates. Corey's at the stage now where he does that a lot, where he goes around the league.
That's right. Off the draw, shot from the top of the circle by Perry. Goes off a stick and wide and up the right wing. It is brought out. And it's Gensel up the right side. Now to Asimont. He'll shoot it. Stick save made by Skinner. And the puck cleared out to center ice. Scoreless here in the first. Kapanen will bump it back into his own end to Bouchard. We'll go across to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm fans on his pass. Herbig's got it to the Edmonton line and in. Glendening after it. Puck comes in front of the net, and it's covered by Skinner. Hit one of the partitions on the glass and went right in front of the goal.
You know, Jason Gregor put a tweet out about the Oilers giving up chances off the rush and how bad they've been since the middle of November. Oilers are very good in terms of zone time and possession and that sort of thing. But they've been a bottom, third team in the league, scoring chances off the rush. They've already given up 2 in this game here. 2.5 minutes into the game.
He's off to the left of Skinner.
And we got a hard match already from John Cooper. He wants Cirelli out against McDavid.
The puck at the Tampa line, and it's up the right wing and brought in. And coming down the right side and going in behind the net with it. Glendening goes to the left wing. On the left wing boards, Gergensons. The puck comes back to the point. It's turned over only for a moment, but Cirelli was able to keep it in. Right side to Hagel. Now to Gergensons, back to the blue line. Chernak shot not through. The rebound, and a save made by Skinner coming across on Hagel. He got blocked in front of the net, went right to Hagel. He had a wide open net for a moment, and Skinner made a huge save.
He exploded out of his net to cut down. That's one of the best saves we've seen Stuart Skinner make in Edmonton, and he robbed Brandon Hagel. What a story Hagel's become. The Oilers couldn't get the puck out of the zone. There was a chance for an odd man break, but Edmund kept it in at the line on McDavid, and then they worked it around. And tremendous stop. That's the second really good save from Stuart Skinner here early.
He had to react to a shot blocked right in the slot and went over to Hagel. That was looked like a sure goal for Brandon Hagel. Face off to the left of Skinner. Has been sharp here early. We're scoreless. 3 minutes and 4 seconds into the first period. Off the draw. Goes by Lilleberg, and he's got to go after it in the neutral zone. Off a Chafee skate. Up the right wing to Paul. Unable to get it by Janmark. Go to the Edmonton blue line. Side his own end is Stetcher up the right wing. Off of Brown and down into the Tampa zone. Vasilevsky gave it to Lilleberg. He'll get it up the left wing and out. At center ice, a pass glances off of Nugent-Hopkins. It's at the Edmonton blue line. Paul with it. On the right wing, squeezed up against the boards, right at the Edmonton blue line. Stetcher got it free to Kulak. Now on the right wing to Brown. And give it back to Brent Kulak. And now he'll start up ice. He's forced over to the left wing. Now in over the Tampa line. His pass comes across. Quick shot off the right side by Savoy. Goes wide. Left wing corner, Kulak. Across to Draisaitl on the right wing. Gensel on him. Puck gets into the middle. Back to the blue line for Ekholm. Down the right wing to Draisaitl. Across to Savoy. And that one off the stick of Lilleberg and out of play.
Well, the Oilers are a team that likes to open seams up in the O-zone and make some plays. And they'll move it from side to side. And thought Draisaitl maybe had a chance for a shot in his kill zone there. And you can see the crowd. Leon Draisaitl's leading the NHL in goals, and he elected instead not to shoot Playing a good goalie, Vasilevsky. Plus 22 goals saved above expectation. That's half a goal per start, Cam.
Second in the league in save percentage, third in wins, fifth in goals against average. So puck hops over the stick of Bouchard, comes out. And Savoy cross ice to Bouchard, 2-on-1 and over the line to Podkolzin. He tried to get it back, and the pass was blocked. Hedman got in front of the pass.
And now you're caught up ice.
And now it's the Lightning up the right wing. Point in over the line with Hedman. Point waiting. He'll shoot it. That's blocked. And it comes up the left wing. Podkolzin will get it to center ice. It's a team trade, odd man rushes. Now Nurse into the Tampa zone through the middle. A shot steered aside by Vasilevsky. We're scoreless here in the first period. Left wing point Kapanen kept it in. Just about 5 minutes into this opening frame.
Evan Bouchard's got to bomb the puck there. I mean, it's a 2-on-1 and he forces a pass. And Podkolzin's got 6 goals all season. Bouchard's the better offensive player. Let her rip.
Moser will drill it into the Oiler end. Skinner to play it, rides up on the glass. Knocked down by Perry. Up the left wing for Henrique. He'll go cross ice. He'll get it into Kapanen. His shot blocker save made by Vasilevsky. And the puck cleared off the glass and out by Paul. Nurse into his own end, forced back. Goes in behind the goal, into the left wing corner. Now cross ice, finds Perry. Got it just to the Tampa line. Lilleberg to Cirelli, now to Lilleberg. Lilleberg in his own end. Well, mishandled it, but does get it out. Henrique has it at the neutral zone. To his own zone for Bouchard. He'll go back up the left wing for Zach Hyman. Comes into the Lightning territory. Goes to the left wing corner. He'll stop with it. Try to bring it out. Put it on net and off the stick of Vasilevsky. Hagel will get it out to Cirelli. Cirelli will shoot it in. Rims on the left. Hagel, left wing corner. Fires it around to the right wing point. Chernak had to hurry to keep that in at the right point. And the puck along the boards inside the Oiler end. Bouchard takes a bump. Right to McDavid, up the right wing and out. Right back in with it. Down the left side, Girgensons to Hagel to the blue line. McDonough, left wing to Girgensons. His shot, and that one's blocked by McDavid. McDavid up the right wing to Ekholm. Through the middle, off the stick of Hyman. Down to Vasilevsky, sweeps it across to McDonough, and he'll get it out to the blue line, where Kucherov will loop back into his own end. Now on the right wing for Gensel, he'll shoot it in. Scoreless here in the first. About 7 minutes gone in the opening period. Up the left wing, Janmark comes out for the Oilers. Gets to center ice. We'll throw it in, cross corner. Hedman around to Perbix. It goes by him, so it's kept in by Janmark. Hedman in behind his net. Off the left wing boards to Gensel. He'll feed it to the middle of the ice to Kucherov. Kucherov into his own zone for Perbix over to Hedman. Hedman will get to center ice. Give the puck to Point. Up the left wing. Point just got it into the Oiler end. It'll go to Kulak. Get it across to Stetcher. Now up the right wing. Giving it to Connor Brown, and he'll go in behind the Oiler net. Oilers will make changes. From behind the goals, Nurse, and he'll come out through the middle, up the right wing. The Podkolzin off the right wing boards it in. Lilleberg to Moser. The right side to Chafee. And at center ice, his pass for Gonsalves. Off his stick, goes into the Edmonton zone. Chafee on the left wing. The left wing corner behind the net. Couldn't get it to Gonsalves. It comes out in front and fired just wide of the net. Missing on the glove side was Paul. Puck's in up the left wing. Nurse is able to get it out. It will be icing against Edmonton. 8 minutes, 11 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period.
Well, both teams will probably tell you they've had some chances here to make some plays off the rush in this game. And maybe Edmonton's best opportunity, they never got a shot. As Bouchard had a chance to let her rip. Passed off to Colson, whose shot attempt got blocked. Now a D-zone draw for Edmonton.
It'll go back to the blue line. Hedman will let it go. Saved by Skinner. The rebound, he got that too, and he covers it up. We're going to take a break. Scoreless in the first. 8:17 gone. The Oilers taking on the Lightning from the Amalie Arena in Tampa at Sport Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Attention drivers, it's the Midwinter Tire Clearance Sale at Fountain Tire. Right now, you can save up to 20% off all in-stock winter tires. Premium brands, unbeatable safety, and incredible savings. It's a winter tire hat trick. But don't wait. This sale ends March 8th, and once they're gone, they're gone. Stay safe on the road and save big during this Midwinter Clearance Sale. Oh, and most importantly, let's go Oilers! Contact your local Fountain Tire for complete details. Fountain Tire, we're on this road together.
Nuges Nuggets. This is Nuges Nuggets, brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling. What nugget of heating and cooling advice does Nuge have today?
You can save a lot of money by bundling your new furnace and AC with Legacy. It's kind of like saving money on an endorsement by bundling me, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, with someone like, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Thanks for suggesting me, Nuge. Get no payments and no interest for 1 year on your new AC and furnace from Legacy Heating and Cooling. Proud sponsor of Nuges Nuggets.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Tampa, Oilers and Lightning scoreless in the first. 8 minutes, 17 seconds gone. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's Oilers Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Ronald McDonald House Charities, providing families with a home away from home while their child receives the medical treatment they need. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 to support. Shots are 6 apiece. Lightning have had some really good opportunities. Stuart Skinner's been sharp early. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Skinner. Nugent-Hopkins wins the draw to tie Emberson. He'll get it high in the air now. Love down by Lilleberg to his own blue line. Paul on the right. Give the puck to Gonsalves. Gonsalves will dump it in. Comes back to the right wing point where Radish had kept it in for Tampa. Swept around by Emberson. Got it out. Lilleberg back into his own end. Over to Radish. Now up the left wing to Chafee. He'll backhand it into the Oilers zone. Nurse has to turn on it. Goes in behind the net. Gets poked over to the left wing corner. Nugent-Hopkins got spun around. Puck comes free in front for Gonsalves, but that was up in the air. He couldn't handle it. And a loose puck for Emberson up the left wing. Off a Tampa stick. No icing. Vasilevsky to play it. To Lilleberg on the left wing. Out to center ice now to Paul. Into the middle, gave it to Hagel, across to Gergensons, and that's just broken up by Matthias Ekholm.
Real good backtrack there in support for Matthias Janmark.
Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm up the left wing. That gets broken up. Now Arvidsson on the backhand is able to dump the puck in as it goes to the left wing corner. McDonough up against the boards. Chernak around the right wing off of Gergensons. Goes up into the air. Now he's able to clear it out. It's gloved down by Hagel. Puck goes to Ekholm. He'll drift it into the Lightning end. And in the right wing corner, McDonough goes in behind the net. We're scoreless here in the first. The Oilers taking on the Lightning. McDonough up the right wing for Hagel. Hagel's got to turn back into the middle. Up the right wing boards for Cirelli. That goes offside at the Edmonton blue line. 9:59 to go in the first. This game's still waiting for its first goal. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Lightning. We'll be right back from Tampa at the Amalie Arena. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Riverbend Cleaners in Edmonton have been family-owned for over 40 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery, as well as corporate discounts. Trust Riverbend Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Visit them at 560 Riverbend Square or call 780-988-6685. Riverbend Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Scoreless in the first period, 9:59 to go here in Tampa.
A couple of really good saves off Brandon Engel from the Oilers' Stuart Skinner. The Oilers muffing a chance on a clean 2-on-1 to Evan Bouchard electing. I mean, the thing is, he's a right shot. So the defenseman, it's not like he's in tight on the D coming down. He was on the right side. Decided to pass it across, but Colson couldn't pick it up cleanly, and the defenseman read the play that was back defensively to break it up.
Face off in the neutral zone. Hedman to Kucherov, plays it off his skate, gets the puck into the Oilers zone. And it's Draisaitl going in behind his net into the left wing corner. Dishes to the middle. Kulak's pass, that one does eventually get to Nurse, and now up the left wing to Draisaitl. In over the Tampa line, drops it. Savoy, the shot, and that's off a leg, goes to the right wing and cleared past Kulak and down into the Oilers zone.
Good shot from Savoy, though. That was a solid save from Vasilevsky there.
There's Savoy into his own end for Kulak. Now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl comes out, got spun around, knocked down, penalty coming up to the Lightning when they touch it. And Podkolzin will retreat into his own end. Skinner's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Stetcher now in the right corner. Left side to McDavid. Delayed penalty coming to Tampa. Up the right wing for Kapanen. Now to McDavid, into the right corner, back to the point. Stetcher. Right side, and that goes just off of Henry. Comes back to Perry. Gave it to Nurse. Over to Stetcher on the left wing as the Oilers set things up here. 6-on-5 delayed penalty coming up. Across to the right wing point. Nurse over to Stetcher. To Nurse. On the right wing to McDavid. Looking towards the net. Goes to the right wing corner. Centering pass. That goes off a stick over to the left side where Stetcher has it. Now up the blue line. To Nurse. And will get touched now by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Edmonton Oilers with 8:23 to go in a scoreless first period are about to go on the first power play of this game.
Edmonton's power play 7th in the league at 25%.
Tampa, number 86, minor penalty.
Kucherov in the hook. Tampa's penalty killing's 10th in the league at 80.9. You're going to need to capitalize against this team.
Play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Edmonton has dropped to 10th in the league at 51.7% of face-offs. Lightning are 16th at 50.5. Edmonton wins the draw.
Puck goes to the line. Bouchard walks it to the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Left corner, McDavid. He'll step out. Poked off his stick. Nugent Hopkins keeps it going, though, to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Hash marks on the right side to the corner to McDavid. To Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl, a give and go with Connor McDavid. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
NHL leading 43rd goal of the season for Leon Draisaitl. Don't think that picked up a piece of Hyman. It was Leon's goal all the way. And the Oilers have got themselves a 1-0 lead.
Nice little play out of the corner between Draisaitl and McDavid. 11:53, time of the goal. And Edmonton goes 1 for 1 on the man advantage and takes a 1-0 lead.
like I said, against a team this good, you got to make them count when you get a chance. And they just did.
At the Edmonton blue line. There's with Amberson up the left wing. It's dumped in. Littleberg on the right side. Now up to Kucherov. He's able to get it out to Hagel. Hagel at center ice. Couldn't get it back to Kucherov. Goes into the Oilers zone. Connor Brown to center. Ran into Hagel. Hagel brings the puck in, fires it across. Kucherov will slow up his shot, and that goes off of Janmark. Hagel's got it on the left wing, top of the circle. Cross-ice pass. Kucherov's one-timer, and it's blocked. Now centered, and Skinner is able to cover it up. Went off of Sorelli in front of the net. And Skinner was there to cover it. 7:28 to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead on the power play goal by Leon Draisaitl.
Even there, Edmonton had the puck just inside their own blue line. They turned it over, and they ended up having to defend under a little bit of duress there against Tampa Bay. Came back. Some pretty good players out on the ice together. Yeah. Hagel, Sorelli, and Kucherov. Brandon Hagel, and we identified him when he was in Chicago. I'll give Brad Holland credit. He also was the pro scout that he was bird dogging him hard, and the Oilers, Tampa Bay was further in their cycle and ready to step up. They gave up a first and 2 former number 2s. The Oilers didn't have the players nor the trade capital to make that move at that time. What a player Hagel's become.
He's been very good. Puck tipped towards the Oiler net, goes wide. Hedman in from the right point. He'll keep it in. Gets it low.
Tell me the truth. You thought he'd be good. You didn't think he'd be this good.
He's been amazing. Up the right wing. He was a 6th-round pick of Buffalo and was never signed.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, Jared Spurgeon was drafted by the Islanders, and he didn't get signed either.
And then Chicago signed Hagel as a 20-year-old out of the Western League as Acimont steals in the neutral zone. Gets it in down the left side. Gonsalves back to Acimont. He'll walk in and score. Michael Acimont pulled it to the backhand and goes right upstairs and ties the game at 1.
Very confident, turned the puck over in the neutral ice area, and he fed their transition. Oilers had a D going up the ice. Kulak was already going up the ice, and Kapanen turns it over and feeds their transition the other way. It's an odd man break, and the puck ends up in the goal. Sorry, but that play can't happen, especially after you just got the lead. Acimont's a pretty useful player for the Lightning.
13-11 time of the goal, and Acimont gets his 5th of the year. Ekholm up the left wing for the Oilers. Out to center ice, but now Hagel will bring the puck in. Stops on the left wing. Cross-ice pass for Sorelli. Goes into the right corner. Gergenson's with it. To the right wing point to Chernak. Get it across to McDonough on the left. Down low to Hagel. Put it in front of the net. And Sorelli was tied up. Couldn't tap it in. It's in behind the Oiler goal. We're tied at 1. We're here in the first. 6:12 to go in the opening period. Up the right wing. McDavid makes a nice play off the right wing boards. In over the Tampa line. He'll get it to the middle. Bouchard shot. And it's knocked out of the air and out of play by Vasilevsky. Sliding across. He got it with the blocker arm.
Well, McDavid with a brilliant rush up the ice, and then he hit the trailer late. Bouchard let her rip, and Vasilevsky fought that one off.
Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Gonsalves with the assist on the goal by Acimont.
Quit feeding their rush, though. That's what I would say.
Edmund to get it out through the middle, off the stick, a point. It bounces on net. Steered aside by Skinner. The puck in the left corner. Gensel to Kucherov to the right wing point. Moser over to Hedman. He'll shoot it, and it goes wide. Kucherov, right wing corner. Up to the top of the circle, to the blue line. Moser is shot, and that one hit bodies in front of the goal. Goes to the right wing corner. Kucherov into the slot area, forced over his point to Kucherov. He'll center that, and that gets picked off. And getting it out to center ice was Podkolzin.
Well, just got to make sure of it. They got to get pucks deeper.
Gensel's pass to Hedman. He'll drop it to Point. He'll walk to the middle. His shot, and the save made by Skinner. He didn't get all of it. It rolled to Skinner, and he scoops it up with the glove. We'll take a break. 5:19 to go in the first. Tied at 1. The Oilers and the Lightning from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, tied at 1. The Oilers and the Lightning. 5:19 to go in the first period. Leon Draisaitl scoring for Edmonton on the power play. Michael Eyssimont had the reply for Tampa.
Got to manage the puck better if you're Edmonton. They've been feeding Tampa Bay's transition all game. By my count, 5 odd-man breaks in this game for the Lightning. But the Oilers are lucky we're at 1-1 right now.
Face off in the Edmonton zone, and Nurse up the left wing. Long bank pass, looking for Janmark. Goes by him, and Vasilevsky helps it around, gets into the skates of Paul. It's on the inboards. Nugent Hopkins gets it loose. Wanted to get it to Brown. Instead, it comes out. It goes to Gonsalves, and Gonsalves to center ice. Out of Radish over to Gonsalves to the left wing corner. Broken up by Nugent Hopkins. Puck cleared by Brown. Lillibert goes in behind his net for the Lightning on the right wing. His pass into the skates of Chaffee. Now in behind the net to Radish. Up the left wing, Gonsalves. For Chaffee. Comes into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Oh, it's hit hard by Nurse. It looked like he was falling down, and then Nurse went right over top of him. Puck poked towards the Edmonton goal, but wide. Chaffee gets right back up, and it's a glove pass.
Nurse might be cut here in front of the net.
Well, Nurse was going to hit Chaffee, and it looked like Chaffee toe-picked or something, went right into the boards.
Nurse is lucky.
And then, he went over top.
Nurse, guys can get seriously hurt that way.
Looks like he's all right.
Well, we know this. He can take a shot because he got belted earlier this season. That high hit from Ryan Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Bouchard up the right wing to Hyman, off his stick it in. Vasilevsky to play it. Rims it high on the glass. Kept in by Bouchard to Hyman out of the right corner. He's trying to go towards the net, and he's forced off of it by McDonough. Loose puck to McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard shot off a skate, and it kicks up to center ice to Hagel. Cross ice to Sorelli. A shot down the left wing, and the save made by Skinner. Hyman up the right side to Arvids, and he got it out. Tied at 1 with 3:49 to go in the first period. Oilers taking on the Lightning. McDavid in the neutral zone comes in over the line. He'll walk down the right wing, drive to the net. It goes off of Vasilevsky, who's lost his stick. Hagel trying to clear it out. He can't. McDonough has it left corner. Up to Girgensons. He got it out. Kulak with it in the neutral zone for the Oilers. Left side to Henrique. drill it into the zone. Oilers were offside anyway, and Tampa gets it out. The right wing, Stetcher. Up the right wing boards to Draisaitl, broken up by Glendening, and bring it into the Oiler end. Pass to Paul, skips over his stick, but Perbix comes in on the right side of the right corner towards the net. Save made by Skinner, loose puck. And Henrique can clear it. Henrique will get it out to center.
You can see who's not on the ice in the shifter. Look out.
Now, Draisaitl, he steals, put it on goal, and a pad save by Vasilevsky. Puck gets into the right wing corner, still tied at 1 in the first. Perry in behind the net to the left wing point. The Kulak fakes the shot, lost the puck. Paul will get it out. Throw it across, and Asimon will shoot it in. Nurse to the left wing boards to Matthias Janmark. Janmark in behind the net. Up the right wing to Kulak, now to Nugent Hopkins. Pass through the neutral zone, got broken up. Kucherov, one touch to Gensel, to point. Got it into the Edmonton zone, cleared out of the zone by Nugent Hopkins. Radish to point, over to his own blue line to Hedman, cross ice to Radish through the middle to point. Point comes into the Oiler end, gets into the corner. He got tied up. Gensel put it around, but Emberson there for Edmonton, and he will get it out. Now Radish up the right wing. Radish into the Oilers zone to the right wing corner it goes. Bouchard with Gensel on him. Gensel gets a centering pass and comes in front of the net. Kucherov back to the point. The shot and the save made by Skinner after Hedman drilled it on net. And the puck cleared out by Bouchard. Won't be icing as Radish goes in behind his goal. The left side to Hedman. Minute 25 to go in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Lightning. Hagel into the Oiler end on the left wing. Off the boards and in. Skinner helped it around, but Kucherov will settle it down all the way back to the point. McDonough drills it into the corner to find Kucherov into the slot that goes past Hagel. Over to McDonough. Can't get it in front of the goal, though. Sorelli back to the point to Chernak. We're in the last minute here in the first period. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Lightning. Kucherov off the right wing boards to Chernak. Put it to the point. Nobody there for the Lightning. It comes out. Hyman able to dump the puck into the Tampa zone. He's going to go after it in the left wing corner. It's in there with Sorelli. Then Hagel gets it free. Hagel drops it back to McDonough. 35 seconds to go in the period. To Chernak on the right wing. To McDonough in behind his net. McDonough will get it out all the way down. This will not be icing.
That should have been icing.
Stetcher will turn it up the left side. 20 seconds to go in the period. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Lightning zone on the right wing. It's knocked off his stick. Moser goes over to get it. To Hedman on the right wing. Up the right wing boards. Now into the zone. Hall got dumped down. Stetcher rimming it. Won't get out. Pass to the middle to Gensel. And getting a hold of it and clearing it out as Savoy. He'll go down the ice. The period will end. The crowd reacts to the non-call as Paul got dumped down.
Well, Savoy did a great job in backside support there, Cam, right at the end of the period.
He did.
And the Oilers needed him to help break that play up. Edmonton, not a great period defensively, but they survive it. Turn some pucks over. And we are tied at 1 after 1. So
Stuart Skinner had to make some big stops. 14 shots he had to deal with.
He had a good period.
Yes, he had a very good period. And early on, Tampa with some good opportunities. And yeah, Stuart Skinner to make some big saves. Biggest probably off of Brandon Hagel, as it looked like a sure goal for the Lightning at that point. But Draisaitl scoring for Edmonton. Asimont getting the goal for the Lightning.
Do we have Matt down there? I think we do. Do we? No, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Hold on a second.
Not yet. I'm sure he's going to be around very soon. I would expect. Oilers continue the road trip. They're in Florida on Thursday, Carolina on Saturday. Next game at home, Tuesday the 4th against Anaheim.
Matt, you there? Well, we're still waiting, I guess.
I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, to be after 20 minutes and tied at 1, not so bad. All right, he's coming soon. We'll get him right away.
Yep. Of course, I picked a guy that was on the ice for the last shift of the period as well. Doesn't that always happen?
Yes.
Way to read the game, Bob.
Well, you had to pick that a little before, so I mean, you can't take the blame for that. You don't know how that last shift's going to go.
Not with 4 minutes left in the period.
Exactly. Tied at 1 here after one, the Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oilers played the Lightning December 10th in Edmonton. That was a 2-1 win for Edmonton. All right, we got a Matt Savoy down there. You got Cam Moon and you got Bob Stauffer upstairs. Matt, first of all, your thoughts on that first period? Well, maybe we don't have them yet.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, your thoughts on the first period, Matt?
Oh, it was a fast period.
Yeah.
I thought there was some looks for both ways, but good goaltending. I thought Stu was great holding us in it, and just got to clean it up a little bit.
Got to clean it up, and the biggest thing is against a team this good and their counter-strike ability, you got to manage the puck, and when you get a chance to get it deep, you got to get it deep. Sometimes you got to punt, don't you? You don't have to make a play every shift up the ice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you really got to just take what's there against a team like this that has a lot of veteran guys that can really kill you on the transition. But I think if you got to punt it, you got to punt it. You got to get the red line. You got to limit your turnovers at the blue line. I think that's the biggest area of importance.
All right, so Matt, for me, and I got to ask you this: how do you ensure that you don't defer too much to Leon Draisaitl? I mean, right now he's the best player in the league, but you still got to play your game too.
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple for me. I just got to play with confidence. Believe in what I can do as a player, and just trust myself to make the right play. I think lots of players can overpass and try to force it to a player like that, but you got to make the right plays at the right times and not force anything.
Matt, thanks for doing this.
Matt.
Thank you very much.
All right, there's Matt Savoy, Oilers forward.
Yeah, and he's fine. And he's got defensive awareness. And Kasperi Kapanen turned the puck over, and he got himself benched. Like he did not. The next shift on the ice, it was Perry Henrique with Leon Draisaitl. I'm sure Chris Knobloch will give Kapanen a chance to dig himself out. But the Oilers are tied at 1 after 1 for one major reason, and that's because Stuart Skinner had a real good period, and the Oilers capitalized on the power play. They have to manage the puck better in period number 2, Cam.
Draisaitl for the Oilers, AC Mont for the Lightning. Tied at 1 after 1. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Love is like a coconut, a poem. Your face is like a coconut, round and hairy. I'll grant your wishes like a genie. I wish you would see I can't leave you, you're my mock turkey. I'm your raw vegan. Will you marry me?
Creativity is subjective. The truth isn't.
And now, an excerpt from my novel.
Advertising Standards Canada, because truth in advertising matters.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Now to Draisaitl. Pass marks on the right side to the corner to McDavid. To Draisaitl, scores! Leon Draisaitl, a give and go with Connor McDavid.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. We are coming to you from Studio B here in Edmonton. After 20 minutes of play, we are all tied up 1-1. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. That goal, by the way, by Leon, his 43rd of the season from obviously the captain. And that gave the Oilers the lead, of which they held for exactly 1 minute and 18 seconds. And This is reminding me a little bit of that last game where the Oilers got off to a pretty good start, got the lead, and then all of a sudden things turned around dramatically because it was a horrible neutral zone turnover by Kapanen, and it comes back the other way.
Well, let's start first with the goal by Leon.
Sure.
The Oilers get a couple big saves from Stuart Skinner. The game did not start the right way as Bouchard turned the puck over in his own zone on the very first shift of the game. Skinner comes up with a huge save. And then Nikita Kucherov, one of the best players in the world, takes a penalty on Leon Draisaitl, 197 feet from his own net. And then, lo and behold, 30 seconds later, Leon scores the goal. All Kucherov did was give Leon all right, here you go. I'm going to go take this penalty so you get to move up 150 feet to shoot the puck from where you want to shoot it from. So a terrible penalty by Kucherov, and Leon makes him pay. And that's what you have to do. That's what the Oilers need out of their power play. And so they got saves from their goalie. They got a goal from their power play. Everything is exactly how you want to start for the Edmonton Oilers. And here's where the big problem comes. The Oilers talked the last couple days as they're turning the puck over way too many times. First shift, Bouchard does it again. You get the lead. Things are going your way on the road, and your fourth line player, Kapanen, comes out. First, he toe drags one player in the neutral zone, which I'm sure had the coach's heart beating a little fast.
A little cringe.
And then he gets the puck over center. Dump the puck in. Hey, you're a fourth line player. Dump the puck in. He tries a soft pass. I can tell you this from experience, and I can tell you this from watching the last 40-some years on TV. The players in the National Hockey League, if it is a soft pass, they will knock it out of the air. Kapanen has one job there, is to get the puck deep. That's his only job. You're in the fourth line. If you're Leon O'Connor, you know what, maybe I'll try a play here. But even if the risk-reward, if Kapanen passes the puck to where he's trying to the guy in the blue line, that player is standing still. So he's passing the puck 10 feet to a guy who's also standing still. He's going to get hit and lose control of the puck. Kapanen gets across the red line, dump it in. Instead, he turns it over, odd man break. And we talked about it before the game.
Right.
When you turn the puck over in the neutral zone and you've got two forwards that are standing still, they can't get back in time. So Kapanen turns it over. Tampa's coming with numbers, and there's zero chance that the Oilers' two defensemen can do it because they have too many men to cover. Eventually, it's in the back of the net. Kapanen didn't get another shift after that. Now, usually, Chris Knobloch will give you an opportunity, but some of these opportunities are going to start to dry up because this is a reoccurring theme for the Oilers. And again, I stress, know who you are as a hockey player. If you're Leon, if you're McDavid, we will allow plays like that in the neutral zone because 95% of the time you make it. When you're a fourth line guy, you have one job, get the puck in deep. You have a 1-0 lead on the road. So that's on Kapanen. That can't happen.
Well, certainly, at what point do you sit a guy down on the bench? You can't make that. You cannot make the same mistake twice now.
He's been in the press box, so it's not as though a message hasn't been said about it.
Yes.
And here's the thing is, the trade deadline is coming up right away. I'm sure that Oilers fans would love to see a top 6 scorer or a top 4 defenseman. And I know there's a lot that are looking for a goaltender. But what you usually see at the deadline are depth players. When you are a depth player already on your team, you want to prove to the coaching staff and the management that, you know what, I can do the job. You do not need to go get someone to play ahead of me. Plays like that,
showstoppers.
Well, those are just they're killers. And from then on, the Tampa Bay Lightning were the better team from then on in the period. So that one is you just can't do that, and that should not even be in your head at any point in a game if you're a third or fourth line player. And unfortunately, not only was the mistake made, the mistake was made, and they paid for it with a goal against.
Shots on goal through the opening 20 minutes. Tampa really picked it up after that point we just talked about. And they had 14 shots to the Oilers 9, but we are tied at 1. I guess if the Oilers are going to take a positive out of it, it's the fact that they're tied at 1 after 20 minutes to play. Rob will come back. We'll chat with you more coming up in the second intermission. We'll take a timeout. Come right back with the out-of-town scoreboard and much more. Get you all set for the second period. You're listening to the intermission, which is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of brand new Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on escapes.
Up to $9,000 on Bronco Sports.
And up to $19,000 on F-150s.
Plus, take advantage of 0% financing options available on select models.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, a snowblower, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is Global News of the First Intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. The spring sitting of the Alberta Legislature opened this afternoon, and after some feisty exchanges over allegations of a private contract scandal at Alberta Health Services, the issue turned to U.S. tariffs. Government House Leader Joseph Scow called for an emergency debate, and the opposition NDP agreed. Premier Danielle Smith says while there's been a lot of focus on how tariffs would impact Alberta's energy industry, the beef industry would be equally devastated. Police say a death in southwest Edmonton a week ago was a homicide. First classified as a suspicious death, a wounded man was found last Tuesday night in a vehicle outside a home near Chappelle Road. An autopsy confirmed 45-year-old Jose Cruz Gonzalez Aceves has been shot. A new poll is painting former central banker Mark Carney as the odds-on favorite to win the Liberal leadership race, but he isn't likely to win on the first ballot. A Main Street research survey finds Carney holds a solid lead among registered Liberals, with former Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland coming in second. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B. Let's take a look at what's going on around the NHL tonight in the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. 11 of the 12 games are underway. Let's run through the scores. They are late in the second period in Columbus. The Blue Jackets leading the Dallas Stars 4-3. How about the Flames in Washington with a 2-0 lead on the Capitals? They're at the midway point of that hockey game. Late in the second second period in Montreal, the Habs all over the Carolina Hurricanes. That'll soften them up for the Edmonton Oilers coming up on Thursday night. It's 3-0 in that game. Boston all over the Leafs tonight in Beantown. 7 minutes to go in the second period, so not a good night for the Leafs so far. Ducks with a 2-0 lead in Buffalo on the Sabres midway through that hockey game. With about 5 minutes to go in the second period, the Flyers with a 3-1 lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins. After one period of play, the Rangers lead the Islanders. That one on Long Island, 3-1 the score there. Kraken trailing St. Louis. And that's about midway through the first period. Also at the midway mark of the first period, Minnesota leading the visiting Detroit Red Wings 2-0. And the Florida Panthers with a 1-0 lead on the Nashville Predators. That one with 9 minutes to go in the first period. And coming up at 7 o'clock our time, Chicago on the road in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. And the Oil Kings are playing in the Western Hockey League tonight. They're in Moose Jaw. And after one period of play, Oil Kings with a 1-0 lead. So that's your out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Period number 2 on the way at the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Don't panic, there's still time, but it's quickly running out. The biggest savings of the year on flooring at End of the Roll Flooring Centers is happening right now, but it's almost over. Spring arrivals are on the way and we need to make room. It's not just a sale, it's our biggest sale. It's why we call it the big one. But don't panic, there's still time, but only if you hurry. The big one clearance event ends soon, only at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, tied at 1, the Oilers and the Lightning. We're getting set for the second period of play. I can tell you that Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers is back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers Mega 50-50 jackpot, $52,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. We dropped the puck. We're underway in the second. Hagel lost it at the Edmonton blue line, and Hyman can go the other way. Hyman will dump it into the Tampa zone. Arvidsson after it on the forecheck. Comes loose on the left side, and Cirelli high in the air and out. The puck bouncing around. Gergensen gets it down the right wing. Hagel's going to try and drive towards the goal. Goes behind it. Wraparound scores. Brandon Hagel went behind the net, wrapped it around, and he gives the Lightning a 2-1 lead.
Well, this guy's become a heck of a player. You give him credit for making the play, but if you're Evan Bouchard, your six got to be there to support the play defensively. And Stuart Skinner tell you he's got to be there as well. 2 mistakes on the goal, and the Oilers are now chasing.
Hagel's 28th of the year. It's 29 seconds into this second period, and Hagel's got points in 6 straight games. At the Tampa line, Kucherov into his own end to Hedman. 2-1, Tampa leading. Through the neutral zone, it goes to Nurse. Nurse back into his own end. Left side to Draisaitl. Across to Emberson. Up the right wing to Savoy. Savoy's pass gets picked off, and it's Braden Point. They'll bring it in. Stops on the left wing. To the left wing corner. Spun around by Podkolzin. Puck goes to the point. Hedman all the way across. It does come out. Tampa has to regroup. Kucherov to Hedman. To Moser. The pass picked off by Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl, a goal scorer for the Oilers here tonight. To Savoy, cross ice, looking for Nurse. Off the stick of Point. Moser around to Point. He'll get it out for Gensel. Now on the left wing to Hedman. Comes into the Oiler end. He's by himself. Rims it on the right to Kucherov. On the right wing to Chaffee. To the blue line to Paul. Comes loose to Chaffee. Chaffee will dump it in behind the Edmonton net. 2-1 Tampa leads. Here we're early in the second period. We're a minute 40 into this second. As Janmark's able to get it out for the Oilers.
Leon's got to get off the ice. He's had a long shift here. He's been out there for about a minute.
Chaffee in the Oiler end is passed to the point off the stick of Janmark, and it comes out. Gonsalves inside his own blue line. Weaves his way into the Oiler end. Gonsalves then hit along the boards by Stetcher. Loose puck to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Kulak around to the point. But it doesn't get out. With a second chance here. Now getting it out was Connor Brown. Gonsalves at his own blue line for Tampa. On the right to Radish. He's able to shoot it in. Paul will go after it left wing corner. Paul left it in behind the Edmonton net. Kulak will rim on the right to Brown. Back to Kulak. Goes out from behind the goal and long bank pass around. He's looking for Corey Perry. It will go to Connor Brown. He'll bring it in. He's by himself. Oilers make some changes. Brown out to Henrique. He won't get a shot away. And the puck gets to the right corner. Henrique back to the right wing point. To Bouchard. Over to Ekholm. Down the left wing. And they'll rim around to the right side. Asimont. Along the boards there for Tampa. In behind the net to Perbix. And Perbix will skate out. Up the right wing. Got it out to center ice. And the pass for Asimont too far for him. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. 2-1 Tampa leads here in the second. Just over 3 minutes gone. To the left wing point, McDonough. On the left side to Gensel. Gensel will get to the middle. To the right side, Chernak over to McDonough. Shot tip just wide of the Edmonton net. Puck on the left point. McDonough over to Chernak on the right. Now to McDonough. Snapshot blocked by Henrique. McDonough's going to keep it in. Right wing corner. Gensel. Right side to Glendening.
Ekholm doesn't have a stick here. Now he's got Corey Perry's stick. Oilers got to survive this here.
Back to the left point. Gensel. Cross ice to Cirelli. Cirelli on the right side. All the way up to the blue line. He's got Perry's stick, but that's shooting the wrong way. So he's got to deal with that, too. Cirelli with the puck on the left wing to the point. A shot and a save made by Skinner after Asimont let it go. It gets to the middle and a rising shot by McDonough. Glove by Skinner, and he holds on. And the Oilers survive it. Ekholm stick broke. He got Corey Perry. Perry shoots right. Ekholm shoots left. But still better than nothing. Played 3:55 of the second, 2-1. Tampa leads. On the goal by Brandon Hagel. Gergensons and Cirelli get the assist, and that was just 29 seconds into the second period. Face off to the left of Skinner. Kucherov along the boards, up to the top of the circle, and it goes off a stick, and Kucherov's able to keep it in. Get it down low, and out comes across to point, and that pass missed him from Hagel, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Moser over to Hedman. Inside his own line, gave it away to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Podkolzin down the left wing. To the win behind the net, out to Draisaitl. Save made by Vasilevsky.
Leon's getting a high sticking call here.
Yeah, he just drilled Hedman. That'll get everybody in there. Podkolzin comes in. Edmonton's about to be shorthanded. So 4.5 into the second period. Oilers are down by a 2-1 score.
Leon got a good hit in on there.
He sure did.
And then Moser went after Leon, and Podkolzin stepped in, and he kicked. I mean, one thing about Vasily Podkolzin, he obviously knocked Jeremy Lauzon, dropped him earlier this season. The Oilers had probably their two toughest guys on the ice, Nurse and Podkolzin, that sequence. Leon's getting one minor for sure.
Probably it. Yeah.
Be a high stick, I would assume.
29 minor penalty for high sticking.
Leon's had 3 good looks in this game. The one thing about Tampa's power play, they throw it around fast. Oilers' penalty killing has dropped to 26th in the league at 74.1%. Tampa's power plays at 26.9. That is 5th. Big kill here for the Oilers, and they haven't been killing too many lately.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. No, the PK has struggled. Here's Hagel, will get it across. The one-timer in this save by Skinner coming across off of Kucherov, and it's cleared down the ice.
Don't waste any time putting it to the net. See that?
No time at all. Oilers only killed 5 of their last 13.
Very good stat, isn't it?
Not good.
Tough to win when that happens.
It's very hard. Hagel will commit on the left wing. Unable to get it deep. Kulak can get it out. Hedman inside his own blue line for the Lightning. Drops it back to Point. Point across the line to Gensel. Back to the blue line to Hedman. Comes across to Hagel. His shot wide of the net. Penalty coming up.
Nuge is going to get a high stick here.
High sticking penalty.
And they're checking to see if Gunsel's leaking.
Shot by Hagel, drilled Gensel.
93 minor penalty, ice sticking.
All right, so it's a 2-minute variety, so it's a 5-on-3 for a minute 12. Oilers are down by 1 here in the second period. The PK about on heavy duress.
Sometimes on a 3-on-5 they use Draisaitl to take the draw. He's in the box. Nuge is in the box. So Janmark comes out.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Gensel taking the draw against Janmark. Oh, I dropped it, but it wasn't right, so we'll do it again. And Gensel's out of the face-off circle. Braden Point will come in. Point gets it back to the blue line. Hedman across to Kucherov. The corner to Hagel to Kucherov. He's top of the circle. Across to Hedman. Coming down the left wing. The corner to Point. Cross ice pass hit the stick of Emberson. Kucherov corrals it on the right side. Across to Point. Over to Hedman. His one-timer scores. That one went off of Janmark. And it's 3-1 Tampa. Went to block it. He got a piece of it. And it launched off of him up high. 5:38, time of the goal.
Not much. You wonder if Stuart Skinner could do there. That was just a tough deflection.
That's Hedman's 9th of the year.
Still got a lot of work to do here in this PK, Cam.
Yeah. Down the left side, Kucherov into the Oilers zone to Hagel. To the left wing Point to Hedman. Left wing corner to Hagel. Now in behind the net. Comes across to Kucherov, right side. Pass in front of the net. That gets broken up though. Over to Kucherov on the right wing. Will shoot it. Save made by Skinner. The puck comes loose in behind the net. Minute 9 to go in the penalty to Nugent Hopkins. Oilers are down 3-1 to the Lightning. Gensel chop it behind the goal to Kucherov. To the right wing Point to Hedman. To Kucherov on the right side. To Gensel on the right corner. To Kucherov. Cross ice to Hagel. Has it on the left wing. Jams it around to the right to Kucherov. Kucherov to the middle to Point. Won't get a shot. He's tied up and it's cleared out and down the ice by Connor Brown. Long pass to Kucherov. He'll bring it in through the middle. Gonsalves to the shot, and he put it over the Edmonton goal. Great chance there for Gage Gonsalves. Puck along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Kapanen got it out. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Kucherov into the Edmonton zone, down the left wing to the blue line to Radish across. The one-timer by Cirelli goes off of Ekholm, and it'll go out of play. 11 seconds left to go in the penalty to Nugent-Hopkins. 7:08 gone in the second. 3-1 Tampa leads. Hagel and Hedman have scored for Tampa here in the second period. And Victor Hedman's goal was on a 5-on-3 power play. Face off to the left is Stuart Skinner. Puck goes to Nurse. Off the glass and down the ice. Penalty to Nugent-Hopkins now over. Back to even strength. Tampa is 1 for 2 with a man advantage.
You're playing a team this good, you can't give them a 5-on-3.
Paul, cross ice to Hagel. That's offside at the Edmonton blue line. We're going to take a break. 3-1 Lightning lead the Oilers. 7:29 gone here in the second period from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It is Fort Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa. 3-1. The Lightning lead the Edmonton Oilers. 7:29 gone here in the second period. Brandon Hagel, 29 seconds into this period. Victor Hedman, 5:38 into the second.
Well, you survive a first period where you keep turning pucks over, and then you're caught asleep at the wheel. Hagel, smart play, took it to the net. Skinner tell you he should have been across. Bouchard's got to be there to help support that play. Way too easy of a goal. Then an unlucky goal in the 5-on-3, but it's a 5-on-3.
Yeah. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Ekholm goes in behind the net. He's got Hagel in pursuit. And Cirelli finds a loose puck on the left wing. Cirelli will get it around on the right. Chernak got it down low. It goes in behind the net. Hagel takes a hard hit. Cirelli along the left wing boards to Hagel, to the blue line. McDonough walk to the middle, take a shot, and that goes wide. I don't think Stuart Skinner ever saw it. And the puck in the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone.
This is Edmonton's best players, and they're getting outplayed here in their own zone.
It does come out. McDonough has it at his own blue line. Up the left wing off of Gergensons and in.
McDonough's a heck of a defender.
Ekholm out from behind the Edmonton net, and he'll come out through the middle.
Brian Lott was telling me, what if you trade for this guy?
Draisaitl drives down the right wing, a shot, and that goes wide of the goal from the left wing. Shot by Kulak, gets blocked. Stetro keep it in on the right wing point. Goes to the left wing corner. Draisaitl cycling to McDavid, who'll go in behind the net. McDavid up the right wing to the blue line to Stetcher. Into the left wing corner to Corey Perry. To the blue line, Kulak drills it on net, and a save made by Vasilevsky. Held onto it with Hyman looking for the rebound.
Well, Tampa's won 5 straight. They're playing well. They were playing well before the break, and they had a bad lull there for a while, too. And the Oilers are in one right now. There's really no other way to say it. I mean, they've given up 18 goals against their last 3 games, and they've given up 3 here halfway through this game. And they're trying to find their game a little bit, and it's been a struggle.
Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Oilers win the draw. Trying to get a shot through is Perry. Then the puck will go over to the right wing, and it's poked just past Stetcher and out. Gonsalves to center ice. They'll float it in on the backhand. Kulak wheels in behind the net. Takes a hit from Chaffee. Henrique will follow the play to Stetcher, and he's able to get it out. Stetcher will bounce it into the Tampa zone. Moser to the corner. Taken to the boards by Arvidsson. It's in his skates. Comes loose to Perbix. Up the right wing to Chaffee. Chaffee will get to center ice. Cross ice pass. Too far for Paul. Will roll right down to Stuart Skinner, and he's going to cover that up with 10:32 to go in the second. The Oilers down 3-1 here in Tampa.
Out of town, Pizza 73 update for you. The Edmonton Oil Kings are a Moose Jaw tonight. Jerome McGinley's son, Joe McGinley, has scored. It's 1-0 after 1 for the Oil Kings. He will make the playoffs. Moose Jaw won the WHL title last year. They have in a full-blown rebuild mode right now. That's the nature of the cyclical nature. Unless you're like the Quebec Ramparts or the London Knights, who seem to be able to be good every year.
The Oil Kings have turned it around pretty quick.
Yeah.
League champions in 22.
Rebuild in 23 and have 24, 20.
Yeah, and now they're going to be in the playoffs in 25. That's pretty impressive. Radish on the right point, a shot. Glove saved by Skinner, and he holds on. It's the start of a long trip for the Oil Kings. They're in Brandon, Prince Albert, and Saskatoon.
And the Oilers are being outshot again. 3rd straight game here. Edmonton had some of the best shot metrics, but their game is off. There's really no other way to say it.
Shots right now 22-12 for the Lightning. Puck to the right point. Radish will shoot it. Sails wide of the Edmonton net. Braden Point on the end boards. Went off his stick. Nugent Hopkins up the right wing to the line, but Point will keep it in. He'll get it across to Kucherov. Now into the slot. Lilleberg, his shot. And that goes off the arm of Skinner and over the net. Puck rimmed on the right wing. Gensel will knock it down. Left wing corner to Point. Back to the blue line. Lilleberg. To Radish to Lilleberg, shot, and a save made by Skinner, and he was able to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 9:56 to go here in the second. 3-1, Tampa leading the Oilers from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It is for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on March 4th at Shenanigans Pub and Grill. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa. 3-1, Lightning lead the Edmonton Oilers. Leon Draisaitl has the Oilers' only goal. He's got a 9-game point streak. Asimont, Hagel, and Hedman have scored for Tampa.
Well, Edmonton's down by 2 here, so it's going to be McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman together halfway through the game.
off to the right of Skinner. Draisaitl against Cirelli, and Draisaitl wins the draw. Emberson gets run into. The puck up against the boards as Gergensons has got him tied up. Puck comes loose, and Hagel finds it in behind the net. On the left wing to the left wing point. McDonough across to Chernak. Now to Hagel, goes in behind the goal. Hagel to the left wing point. McDonough to Chernak on the right point, right wing corner. Give it to Hagel, back to the blue line. Set towards the net by Gergensons, off the inboard. Cirelli in the right wing corner, and it was Emberson to get it loose to Nurse. Nurse to Emberson, and off the left wing boards, he was able to clear it out. At the Tampa line now, down the left wing. McDavid to the line to the middle, and that pass gets blocked. And it's underneath a big pile, and everybody is in the crease, and now the whistle goes. McDavid was trying to get the pass across to Draisaitl, and the pass got blocked and landed up underneath.
Hyman made a great play. I think Connor's got to shoot the puck there. Twice now, Edmonton's tried to slide passes across on 2-on-1s. This one was tighter. It's in tight.
Yep. McDonough went right under McDonough.
McDonough is just a great defensive defenseman. They knew what they were doing. They traded Sergachev with the cap space. With the cap space, they went out and got McDonough back. Brought him back. Because he can defend.
Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Puck back to the blue line. Ekholm shot, and Vasilevsky the save. Puck goes to the right wing. Brown got it to the corner. Hedman there for the Lightning. He'll take it in behind the net with Brown in pursuit. Up the right wing, doesn't get out. Janmark keeping it in. Cross ice to Brown. Goes to the right wing corner, now in behind the goal. To the left, centering pass, but no one there for the Oilers. Gonsalves will skate out through the middle for Tampa. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. Was after it in behind the net, got it to the left wing corner. Puck rimmed, kept in on the point by Hedman. Goes to Asimont in behind the goal. Rimmed by Nugent Hopkins. It doesn't get out. It gets near the top of the circle. Gonsalves off the left wing boards. Goes to the corner, and Brown throws it all the way across to the left. Nugent Hopkins into his own end. Now starting up ice for the Oilers on the right wing to Bouchard. 3-1. Tampa leads. 8 minutes to go in the second period. Pass up the left wing. Gonsalves got over center ice. Softly will dump it in. Stetcher to the right wing for Kulak. Red Kulak forced behind the net with Gensel on him. We'll get it out to center. But point for the Lightning. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line, and Podkolzin now we'll flip the puck in. He'll go after it. Herbeck's in behind the net. Around the left wing boards to Gensel. Got it to the left wing corner. Flipped out by Lilleberg. Kulak goes in behind his goal. Turns up the right wing. Trying to get away from point. To Podkolzin. Skates down the right side over the Tampa line. Cross ice pass. Left wing corner to Draisaitl. Comes up the left side. Unable to get it to the blue line. Went off of Kucherov. It came out. To Gensel on the left wing to Lilleberg. He'll shoot it in. Skinner will stop it in behind the net. Leave it to Kulak. Kulak waits in behind the goal. Coming through to pick it up is McDavid. He gathers speed. Gets to center ice. Now in over the Tampa line. Drive down the right wing. The backhand saved by Vasilevsky. And he holds on as McDavid came flying down the right wing and got a backhand trying to go up high on Andrei Vasilevsky.
See Vasilevsky play his goal there. Right? Doesn't sit there and... That's one thing about Russian goaltenders. I had a good conversation with Dwayne Rolison about that today. 4 of the top 10 goalies in the league are Russian. Faced the shooter. Didn't sit there and back into his net.
Back to the right wing point. Bouchard with a blast that goes wide. Kept in on the left by Nurse. Down low to Hyman. Got dumped down by McDonough. Gets back up. They've got it on the inboards. Now it does come loose, and up the left wing. Hagel to center ice. Cuts to the middle. At the Edmonton blue line, will dump it in. Goes after it, got it himself. Went to center, it goes off of Stuart Skinner. Gergensons to the right wing corner. To the blue line, a shot tipped on net, and a save made by Skinner as that one changed direction a couple of times as Moser had let it go. Sorelli off the right wing boards it in. 3-1 Tampa leads here in the second. 6:08 to go in the period. Bouchard through the middle to McDavid. Now up the right wing. That pass does not get to Arvidsson. Chafee at center ice for the Lightning. The left wing for Gonsalves. Dump it to the left wing corner. It's up against the boards. McDavid trying to dig it out. Nurse is tied up.
Connor's exhausted. He's got to get off the ice here. He's had a long shift.
Comes up near the line, goes past Hedman and out, so Bouchard can skate onto it.
It's offside. He brought the puck in.
Came in on the right wing. He bounces, comes in front of the net. Perry shot, and that save made by Vasilevsky. The Oilers got a fortunate bounce. It came to the middle, but Vasilevsky was able to shut the door. We're going to take a break. 5:32 to go in the second. 3-1 Lightning lead the Oilers from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, 3-1, Lightning lead the Edmonton Oilers. 5:32 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Face off in the Tampa zone to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. Draisaitl to take the draw. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry are out there, and it's McDavid in the right wing corner. Goes in behind the net. He'll stop. Give it to Draisaitl, but that goes just off the stick of Hedman. He's able to get it out or make that Sorelli and got it out and down the ice, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Ekholm up the right wing. He was able to knock down Jurgensen's, and the puck brought in down the left side. Drop for Ekholm. Goes to the left wing corner. Rims on the right. Draisaitl pulls it off the right wing boards to the blue line to Bouchard. He'll go all the way across to McDavid. Left side, top of the circle. Drops the puck to Draisaitl in front of the net to Bouchard, but he's forced over to the left wing. We'll go to the left wing corner now, right to the net. The shot and the save made by Vasilevsky, and he's going to hold on to that with 4:44 to go in the second. 3-1, Tampa leading. Asimon, Hagel, and Hedman have scored for the Lightning. Draisaitl has the goal for the Oilers. Draisaitl's got points in 9 straight games. Leads the NHL with 43 goals. Face off in the Tampa zone to the right of Vasilevsky. Braden Point to take the draw for Tampa. Be up against Henrique. The puck goes behind the Tampa net and up the left side. Gensel will get to center ice. Cross ice pass to Radish. Into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Taken to the end boards by Kulak. As the puck works itself free. Point. And he's tied up by Stetcher. Got it right up against the end boards. Now Stetcher got it loose. Gensel had it hit Stetcher. He'll come out a backhand. That goes over the Edmonton goal. Radish to the blue line to Gensel. Gensel on the right to Radish to Kucherov. Across the save made by Skinner off of Lilleberg, who had snuck in from the blue line. And Stetcher will get it out up the left wing. Off of Arvidsson and into the Tampa zone. Under 4 to go here in the second. 3-1 Lightning lead. Point will bring it out and go cross ice to Gensel into the Oiler end on the left through the middle, and it's stolen by Draisaitl, and he'll bring it out. It cuts to the middle, comes into the Tampa zone on the left, drops the puck to Nurse, shot, and a right pad save by Vasilevsky, and the puck near the side of the goal. Point goes in behind it. He gets tied up, comes loose to Hedman. Up the right wing goes Hedman. Out through center ice to Gonsalves. They'll poke it into the skates of Emberson, off the glass and out to Draisaitl. Into the Tampa zone, across to Savoy, and that one just hit a stick. Savoy left wing corner to Draisaitl. To the point to Bouchard. Off the boards, but Hedman's going to get it out through the middle to Paul. A partial break, caught by Nurse, and a shot that goes off of Nurse and wide. Paul on the left wing, though. Top of the circle, and Podkolzin able to check him. Up the right wing to Draisaitl, he got it out. Draisaitl flips it in. Oilers will make a change. 2:45 to go in the second period. 3-1 Lightning lead. And it's McDonough in behind his own net for Tampa. Waits there, little bank pass, goes all the way to the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard to Brown. He'll try to go through the middle. It's knocked off his stick, and McDonough in behind his net. The right wing to Kucherov. He'll get it over to Acimont down the left wing towards the goal, and Bouchard was able to tie him up, knock him down. The puck goes to Skinner. He stops it and holds on, and now Acimont and Bouchard will get into it a little bit.
Well, the Oilers could use a little bit of fire right now. And Acimont's a player that Ekholm gave him the business after he drove the net. And then he dragged Bouchard back out of the pile. And he's doing whatever he can to stay in the National Hockey League as a fourth-line player. Julien Brisebois has been with this Tampa Bay organization for a while. Prior to coming to Tampa, he worked at the same law firm as Oilers president Jeff Jackson in Toronto. Matthew Darsh is their assistant GM, and he has been mentioned for several GM positions around the league. Played at McGill and made his way to the National Hockey League, and his brother was a long-time long snapper in the NFL, J.P. Darsh, yeah.
Face off to the right of Skinner. That's a very specific talent, isn't it?
Yes. Matthew Darsh will be a GM in this league. Mark word.
McDonough from the left point, a shot, lots of traffic in the slot, doesn't get through. Nurse will get it out, up the left wing to Arvidsson, in over the Tampa blue line, stops up, drops it to Nurse, goes to the left wing corner, centering pass off the netminder's stick, Vasilevsky, and the puck up to center ice, and Cirelli can poke it into the Oilers zone. Kulak, it's pass picked off by Hagel. Hagel up the left wing in the Oiler end to the top of the circle, all the way to the blue line. Shoots it towards the net, off the stick of Nurse, right to Skinner. He'll cover it with a minute 45 to go in the second.
Yeah, Draisaitl's had their best opportunities 5-on-5 in this game. I think that's fair to say. He's probably had their 2 or 3 best looks, other than Bouchard on a 2-on-1. Didn't shoot. 3-0 for the Oil Kings up on Moose Jaw.
Good way to start off the road trip for the Oil Kings. They're not back at home till Wednesday, March 5th. They got the Brandon Wheat Kings in town. Near the top of the circle, Ekholm will get it out to the neutral zone. Hedman got it in on the right wing, followed up by Point. He'll come down the right side, go in behind the net to the left. Point to the top of the circle, stops with it on the left side. Tried to shoot it through, went off his Stetcher. But Point gets it back, left wing corner to Gensel, out to the slot. But Ekholm directs it out to center ice. Forced back is Hedman. Up to Braden Point, comes into the Oiler end. Point, cross ice to Kucherov. Now in front to Gensel. Great save made by Skinner with the right pad as Gensel was wide open in front of the net and the puck cleared out by Perry. Moser goes in behind his net. We're in the last minute of the second period. 3-1 Lightning lead. Moser over center ice. Now to Chafee into the Oiler end down the right wing. Angle shot off a stick goes wide. Podkolzin along the end boards. Rims it up the left. Savoy across to Bouchard. Bouchard will get it out to Podkolzin. He'll commit on the right wing. Pass to the middle, off a stick, up into the air, out to the neutral zone. 28 seconds to go here in the second period. Bouchard will get it in. Down the right side to McDavid. A shot. He whistled it just wide.
Good luck from Connor there.
Gonsalves will clear it. 16 seconds to go in the period. McDonough at the Edmonton blue line. Get it in off the left wing boards. Kulak up the right wing now to Bouchard. Bouchard cross ice to Savoy. 4 seconds to go in the period. He'll come in and he tried to get a pass to McDavid. It didn't quite connect. And the period will end. And the Oilers will be down by a couple after 2 periods of play. But the Lightning score early in the period, and then they add one on a 5-on-3. Oilers kind of worked themselves back into the period as it went on.
Still got outshot 14-10 in the period and outscored 2-0. Yeah, I'm with you. Back half of the period went better, but lots of work to do here between now and the end of the game to find a way to pick up a point in this one. And again, Draisaitl and McDavid have had their best chances 5v5, and frankly, not a lot of other chances for other players in this game. Tampa's been good. They've been sharp, and the Oilers a little tentative in tonight's game.
That's where we sit. We are through 40 minutes of play. 3-1. The Lightning lead the Edmonton Oilers. Eyssimont, Hagel, and Hedman have scored for Tampa. Draisaitl has the goal for Edmonton. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown, they've got the second intermission for you when we come back. 3-1 Lightning after 40 from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
It's easy to remember the needs of our inner city during the holidays, like Christmas and Easter. The truth is, poverty exists all year round. And every single day, there are Edmontonians struggling just to get by. The Mustard Seed is here to help. Your donation today provides food, clothing, and much more for the Mustard Seed community. You can help to change your community every day of the year. Please donate today. Visit theseed.ca.
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Gensel on the right to Radish to Kucherov. Across the save made by Skinner off of Lilleberg, who had snuck in from the blue line.
That's our Highlight Zone brought to you by Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown back in Studio B. After 40 minutes of play, the Tampa Bay Lightning on home ice with a 3-1 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. Rob, we talked about the fact the Oilers kind of survived the first period, kind of got through it. And then immediately to begin this period, 29 seconds into the period, it was just Bouchard and Skinner slow to make a cover, and Hagel, who's a pretty good hockey player.
He's a fantastic hockey player.
With the stuff, his 28th of the season, 2-1 Tampa, and it just kind of escalated from there.
Well, on that goal there, we talked a lot at the beginning of the game of what the Oilers have to do better, and that's when you come through the neutral zone, just get pucks in deep. Don't try to force plays. And on that goal right there, you saw Tampa do it. It was simple. It's one hard pass up going north, and then chipping it behind the defenseman. And now it's a race. And when you're racing a defenseman, the defenseman is going backwards to start with. He has to turn. That's Ekholm. He has to turn. Hagel's going in there. He's going to beat him to the puck. At that point, Bouchard has to make a decision. All right, am I going to cut Hagel off? I'll take him and I'll allow Ekholm to go to the front of the net. Bouchard decides not to do that. Well, if you don't, well, then you got to go to the back post.
Yeah.
And some will say, hey, maybe Skinner's got to get across there, and I'm not a goalie coach, know that or not, but I do know that you can't, if you're Bouchard, you can't just go with your stick there.
You got to cut it off.
You've got to go, as soon as you see him going, you got to drive that back net and force Hagel to now keep going into the corner. But Hagel saw there's nobody here. So I don't have fear of getting hit. So I'm going to try and wrap it around. And all the time in the world. So again, that is a play that shouldn't happen. It was there should not have been a scoring chance there, let alone a grade A scoring chance. And a game that the Oilers survived the first and got to feel pretty good about coming into the second. The very first shift, they give up a goal. We're watching it on a replay right here, and it's a simple play. Ekholm has got the guy at the boards. That is, Hagel is Bouchard's man. He's got to attack Hagel, and he doesn't. And when he doesn't attack him, Hagel's got all the time in the world to make a decision. Skinner has to respect the fact that Hagel might come to the front of the net to try and score. He freezes him, and now Bouchard just backs off. So that was, to me, that is 100% on Evan Bouchard. He's got to have that play. And Hagel, who is a nice hockey player, I believe that's his 28th of the season, fresh off the gold medal with Team Canada, but too easy, just too easy a play for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
And then at the 4:30 mark of that period, the Oilers get the first high sticking penalty, and that was Leon Draisaitl. And then shortly thereafter, it was a high sticking penalty by Nugent Hopkins, and the Oilers were basically in a situation where they were going to be 5-on-3 for a minute and 12 seconds. And then, of course, Victor Hedman with a point shot, his 9th of the season. It looked like it nicked Janmark. It may have, I don't know. We were debating, did it speed it up or change direction, or did it actually slow the puck down a little bit? Because we know Skinner's glove came up, but it just seemed like he wasn't, it seemed like he was almost a little overreacting on it. So I don't know. But anyway, you slice it. That's a power play goal, 3-1 Tampa with the lead there. But, you know, they put themselves into a rough spot there.
Well, you take two, careless stick penalties.
Yeah.
They happen. They happen all the time. Leon tries to get in on the forecheck. His stick comes up on Hedman. Easy call. The puck, the stick hits the mask. It's a penalty. Nugent Hopkins, again, on the outside on a player that wasn't involved. Both were accidental, but easy calls for the referee to make.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's 5-on-3. Now, I agree that it looked like it changed a little bit of direction, and it may have slowed it down, but where the deflection happened was quite high.
Yep.
So
goalie's got to react to it.
Yeah. To me, I don't know. It was a high deflection. The Oilers needed a save. They didn't get the save. And it's funny, they didn't get the save on that one, but they had 3 more saves. Skinner made 3 big saves after that. Many times in this period, it could have been extended to 4-1. Skinner's given them the chances, but again, that shows you he's given up 3 goals and made some big saves. Just too many grade A scoring chances against.
The question now is, do they have the offensive ability to get back in this? We know that they can score goals, but it hasn't been easy lately.
No, they have the ability. Up until 3 weeks ago, a 2-goal lead for the opposition really didn't mean much against the Oilers. They get 1 power play. Now all of a sudden it's a one-goal game, and you get to a 6-on-5 situation, which the Oilers are dynamite at. So what they can afford is another goal again. So Stuart Skinner has to shut the door. If he keeps the Tampa Bay at 3, the Oilers have a chance of pushing this into overtime. If Tampa extends the lead and gets 1 more, then they're going to be very hard pressed to win this game. The Tampa Bay team are one of the highest scoring teams in the National Hockey League. So when you start pushing, you start forcing, sometimes it's the odd man breaks coming the other way. So the Oilers got to be very cognizant of that. But they need a bounce. They need a bounce. And these are one of those games, Bryn, that they've lost 3 in a row. They're down 3-1 on the road against a very good Tampa team. It could be very easy and say, you know what, that's 4 in a row, 4 losses. Let's go get Florida on Thursday. Or you have a comeback in a third period. That's maybe the bounce that this team needs to wake up after the Four Nations break.
Try to get to overtime, get the point, and then go from there, right? Just don't make it anything more than it is.
Well, the simple thing is get the next goal. Yeah. That's it. The next goal is so critical in this hockey game. Tampa Bay, they got championship pedigree. You give them another goal, it's 4-1. You're not coming back from 4-1. You make it 3-2, all of a sudden your ears perk up, and all of a sudden, you know what, you start talking on the bench, this is what we need. This is the game that we need to come back and feel good about ourselves. So it sets up to be a very important third period for the Edmonton Oilers.
It's not a stat I look at generally during a game, but I've been looking at the giveaways for the Edmonton Oilers, and they've given the puck away 11 times compared to 7 times for Tampa. I would say that the 11 have been more glaring than the Tampa ones. At least, is that because we're seeing it from an Edmonton perspective?
Oh, always. We see, right? You'll see your mistakes.
We only see that stuff.
Yeah, you only see your mistakes. You don't see the mistakes. Victor Hedman is arguably one of the best defensemen to ever play in the National Hockey League. Horrible giveaway. Right up the middle to Leon Draisaitl turned into a grade A scoring chance. Everyone makes mistakes. You just have to limit the number that you do. But at the end of the period there, the Oilers were playing better, and Kulak in his own zone ran out of room and just kind of pushed the puck to an area, turned into a scoring chance for Getzel. So the Oilers have got to certainly get rid of the high-grade A scoring chances they're giving up by turning the puck over and just shortening the ice to an already talented Tampa Bay Lightning team.
Going to load up 29 and 97 now here in the third?
I think you'll see them loaded up, and I think you'll see them on their own lines. I think what you're going to see is a lot of 29 and 97 in the final 20 minutes.
Okay, gotcha. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. We'll take a look. It's a busy night around the NHL, so we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard when we come back. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Don't panic, there's still time, but it's quickly running out. The biggest savings of the year on flooring at End of the Roll Flooring Centers is happening right now, but it's almost over. Spring arrivals are on the way, and we need to make room. It's not just a sale, it's our biggest sale. It's why we call it the Big One. But don't panic, there's still time, but only if you hurry. The Big One clearance event ends soon, only at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
12870 St. Albert Trail, and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. On day one of the spring sitting of the Alberta Legislature, MLAs were called for an emergency debate on threatened U.S. tariffs, scheduled to come into effect next week. Premier Danielle Smith says, obviously, oil and gas will take a hit when the tariffs are implemented March 4th, but Alberta's steel industry will be impacted as well. Police say an autopsy confirms a man who died after being found wounded in a vehicle last Tuesday night near Chappelle Road was the victim of a homicide. 45-year-old Jose Cruz Gonzalez Aceves died from a gunshot wound. EPS was called to the neighborhood after reports of gunfire. The 4 contenders to lead the federal Liberal Party are squaring off in their second debate in Montreal. Polling analyst Philippe J. Fournier of 338 Canada says last night's French language debate was a practice run, but tonight's English debate is the main event. He says all the polls now suggest Mark Carney is the front runner, and he'll be watching to see if the other candidates attack him this time. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall, from house parties to porch hangs, to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B. After 2 periods of play, the Oilers are trailing the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-1. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It's a busy night. It's brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Okay, they're late in the third period in Columbus. Blue Jackets leading the Dallas Stars 5-3. Washington Capitals have just scored. They're midway through the third period. Flames, however, still leading 2-1. Oh, guess who scored for the Washington Capitals? Alexander Ovechkin, goal 883, his 30th of the season. He continues to move in on Wayne Gretzky. Elsewhere, late in the third period, 4 minutes to go, Montreal with a 4-0 lead on the Carolina Hurricanes, who will take their anger out on the Edmonton Oilers, I'm guessing, on Thursday night. We'll see what happens there. Also late in the third period, the Boston Bruins hanging on to a 4-3 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Midway through the third period in Buffalo, Sabres lead the Ducks 3-2. 4 minutes left to go in the third period in Philly, where the Flyers comfortably up on the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-1. Elsewhere, Rangers crushing the Islanders after 40 minutes of play. 5-1 the score there for the guys from Broadway. It is ugly in St. Louis, where the Kraken are trailing the Blues 6-0 midway through the second period. Also, with about 5 minutes to go in the second period, it is Minnesota and the Detroit Red Wings in mini tied at 2. One other game, and they're midway through the hockey game. It's 2-0 for the visiting Panthers leading the Predators. And a game that's just started. They're now halfway through the first period, in fact, with Utah and Chicago tied at 0. That one in Salt Lake City. In the Western Hockey League, Oil Kings kicking off a 4-game roadie tonight in Moose Jaw against the Warriors. After 40 minutes of play in Moose Jaw, the Oil Kings with a 3-0 lead there. Next up for Bakersfield, the Condors are on the road in San Jose tomorrow night. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is coming up next. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Our people, our team.
It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting ready for the third period of play. 3-1 Tampa leading the Oilers. AC Mont, Hagel, and Hedman scoring for the Lightning. Draisaitl has the goal for Edmonton. And off to draw, it's McDavid to bring it into the Tampa zone. To the left wing point to Kulak. Down to the corner, but Chernak for the Lightning to clear it out. Hagel is after it and will go to the end boards with Bouchard. The puck in behind the Edmonton net. Cirelli into the right wing corner. Cirelli will get it around to the left wing point. McDonough will shoot it towards the net, wide of the goal. Arvidsson will get it out down the ice. Should be icing against Edmonton, and it is. 34 seconds into the third.
So Edmonton has been outplayed. They turned the puck over too much in the first. They had a bad read on the second goal against, an unlucky break in the third. But they have had their chances. Draisaitl's had a couple good looks. McDavid's had 2 good looks. They're also playing against the goalie of the .920 save percentage. That's plus 22 goals saved above expectation. Yeah. Which is not helping their cause.
No, not at all. Hagel's shot goes wide, comes off the corner boards. It gets to center ice. Arvidsson in over the line to the middle, and the shot by Hyman, and the save made by Vasilevsky. The puck on the end boards. Arvidsson came in, knocked it loose. And Chernak's got it in behind his net for Tampa. He waits back there. Comes out through the middle, across to McDonough. Up to center ice to Kucherov, into the Oilers zone to Gensel, back through the middle of the ice. That gets broken up. Here comes Draisaitl out to center. Draisaitl to Podkolzin, in over the line, drops it to Draisaitl in front of the net, and his pass hit his skate, just went wide. Draisaitl out to the middle, and a shot that goes off a stick and wide by Savoy. Savoy along the left wing boards looking for it, but Point can get it across to Hedman, and he will get it out.
Good thing is Savoy is going to the right places. That bodes well for Edmonton.
Up the left wing is Nurse. Oilers down by a couple here early in the third. Puck flipped in off the end boards. AC Mont to Hedman behind the net. Just got it away from Janmark up the left wing, and AC Mont makes a nifty little move to get out. Now into the Oilers zone. Lost the edge, lost the puck, and it goes in behind the net. Finds AC Mont in front of the net and just shot wide by Gergensons. And the puck in behind the goal. AC Mont to the left wing. Now to the right. To the right wing side. Top of the circle, lost it. Nugent Hopkins is able to get it out for the Oilers. He'll go across to Emberson, and he'll drift it into the Tampa zone. It's in behind the Lightning net. Lilleberg on the end boards. It's in his skates as Janmark was able to jam it loose over to the left wing. Gergenson's up against the boards. Nugent Hopkins is there for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins gets it free to Janmark. All the way around to the right wing point. Emberson to Ekholm down the right wing. Emberson, angle shot, blocker save made by Vasilevsky. Puck back to Ekholm. Left wing off the skate of Nugent Hopkins to the slot. It goes to Brown. Has to take it to the left wing. He's top of the circle. To the blue line. Ekholm shot, and he drilled it wide. Emberson will keep it in. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third. 3-1 Lightning lead. On the right wing boards was Henrique battling, but the puck does come out. Ekholm to Kulak into his own end. Kulak will take it in behind the Edmonton net. Now out through the middle. Up the right wing. Puck to Kapanen off the right wing boards, but he wasn't quite at center, and it's icing against Edmonton. Oilers got Florida and Carolina still on this trip.
It's always the toughest trip of the year. And it's not great when you're playing some of your worst hockey of the year, which the Oilers are right now.
It's a bad combo.
played with a lot of emotion on this trip. That's the other thing. It's understandable that McDavid would maybe be, you just beat the U.S. to score the game-winning goal in overtime, but the Oilers also don't have a lot of players in the bottom six that maybe can create some emotion.
Paul brings it in on the left wing, gets the puck into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Dug out of there. And Perry to get it out through the middle. The Kapanen on the left side, off the stick of Perry. It goes to Kulak. Into the left wing corner, gets tied up. Puck comes free. Chafee up the boards and out. Icing waved off. And Skinner will set it behind the net for Bouchard. Now to McDavid as he comes flying up the right wing. Into the Tampa zone. To the end boards. Got it in front of the net, and it goes right to Vasilevsky. He'll cover it up. Hyman getting into it a little bit with Chernak.
Let's not forget when Edmonton beat Tampa Bay earlier this year 2-1, Chernak did not play. And they've had Chernak and McDonough hard-matched all game. John Cooper against McDavid.
Off to the left of Vasilevsky as McDavid can win it back to the line to Stature. Will shoot it. Glove save made by Vasilevsky. He'll hold on to that.
Decided to make me smile in this building.
Yeah. Plays the song that you love so much.
Timmy Trumpet.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Vasilevsky. David wins the draw again. To Hyman, he goes in behind the goal. To the left, in front of the net, off his skate. That goes to the edge of the crease, and it was McDavid trying to find it. He could not, and it was cleared out by Hagel.
Even there, McDonough, just the play he makes to break it up.
Nurse inside his own end across the Stature.
He's had a great game defensively for Tampa. The Oilers are going to see another guy that can really defend Forsling Thursday in Florida. And Slavin, of course, with Carolina.
McDavid into the Tampa zone. Back to the blue line to Nurse. Across the Stature right wing point to Nurse. Off the right wing boards. It goes in behind the goal. It'll be brought out front by Arvidsson. His shot off the stick of McDonough, and that goes up and out of play.
And right now they're just boxing Edmonton outside. The Oilers are having to expand some energy here. Down by 2. That's why you don't want to give away a goal. They gave away a bad even strength goal to start period 2. And they haven't created a lot themselves here tonight. They haven't played as poorly as they did in Washington or in Philly.
Off the draw in the Lightning zone. Hedman up the left wing. And we get it out. Puck bouncing around at the Edmonton blue line. Brought in as Gensel on the left side. Hacks it around. Moser had to keep it in. Puck goes into the corner. Back home to Emberson. Up the right side and out. Edmund, long pass to Kucherov. It's into the Oilers zone. Good job by Ekholm to just steal the puck. For Draisaitl, get to center ice. Makes a move at the blue line. Will dump the puck in. Edmund to the corner. Up in the air and out with it. At the Oilers blue line is Kulak. Left wing to Podkolzin. He'll shoot it in. Hedman will go in behind the net. There's about 6 minutes gone here in the third. 3-1 Tampa leads. Puck brought in by AC Mon. He'll drive down the left side. He'll go in behind the Oiler goal. Bouchard on him. It's dumped to the ice. The puck comes free. And it's Gonsalves to the middle, but just missed Glendening with it. And the puck cleared out by Bouchard. It goes off of Janmark into the Tampa zone. Lilleberg to Perbix. Back to Lilleberg. Kicks it over to Perbix. Up the right wing off of Gonsalves and out. Bouchard had to go onto the stick of AC Mon. He tried to pull it to the forehand and put it wide. And Bouchard's lost his stick. Up the right wing is Nugent Hopkins. He'll clear it out. Gonsalves will shoot it back in. Skinner sets it in behind the net. Nurse on the right wing for Connor Brown. Brown around, forced back by Kucherov's got to go in behind the goal. And now up the left wing where he finds Victor Arvidsson. He'll cut to the middle, get it to the Tampa blue line, off the boards and in, goes after it, goes in behind the net. They're trying to get it loose. Back home on the right wing boards into the corner. There's Hyman playing it around. Kucherov will go through the middle, and that's a long pass for Gensel into the Oilers zone to the middle. Scores. Ball directs it in. Up over Skinner to make it 4-1 for Tampa.
Nugent Hopkins was in chase mode. Paul got inside position on him and just was able to elevate it up and over Stuart Skinner. I mean, it's a skilled play. Maybe like a save there. Bang, bang play in front. Nugent, tell you, he's got to be there to make the play defensively as well. 4 straight goals from Tampa.
Nick Paul has scored in 4 straight games, too.
He had a big year last year. 24 goals, that's his 18th. So he's on pace for a similar type of season.
7:23, time of the goal, and it's 4-1 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Puck flipped over the glass and out of play. We're going to take a break. 4-1 Lightning lead the Oilers, who played 7:35 of the third period from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Swiss Don't Air. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-1 Lightning lead the Oilers. All from Gensel and Kucherov at 7:23 of this third period to open up a 3-goal cushion. Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. Henrique wins the draw from Glendening. Puck goes to Nurse, up the left wing. At center ice to Perry. Crossed his Stetcher, only got it to the blue line. Littleberg through the middle now. Glendening, he'll bring it in. Tried to shoot it, couldn't get a shot, and the puck stripped away from him by Henrique. Cross ice to Stetcher. Up to Kapanen, he'll direct it in. To the right wing corner, Perry after it. Gets rimmed. Asimont up against the boards, up off the glass, high in the air, and that will go out of play, and the faceoff will stay in the Tampa zone.
Well, Nugent Hopkins exasperated with how that sequence ended for the Oilers.
Get McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman on the ice. Kulak and Bouchard. Sorelli taking the draw for the Lightning. Lightning trying to make it 6 wins in a row. Puck goes to McDonough up the left wing to Hagel. Cross-ice pass went off his stick. Following the play, Girgensons will play it into the Edmonton zone. It's cleared right back out at center ice. Draisaitl in over the Tampa line. Goes to the right wing corner. Girgensons all over him. Now in behind the net. His pass off his stick. And Sorelli one touches it up to Hagel. To Sorelli into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Rim the puck to the left wing corner. Hagel taken to the corner boards. Bouchard got a loose puck, doesn't get out. Sorelli's going to keep it in. Out to the right wing corner. Up against the boards was Draisaitl, now to McDavid, and he'll get to center ice. Lost it at the blue line. Chernak will chop it all the way down. It's icing against Tampa.
So the Oilers will go to Florida tonight. No Matthew Tkachuk for the Panthers.
That's right.
Justin Sordoff, who won a WHL title at the Edmonton Oil Kings, he's the player that's up, and he has scored his first NHL goal tonight as they're up in Nashville, 2-0.
He's off to the right of Vasilevsky. Gets to the middle. McDonough on the left to Hagel. Hagel will get it out. Tampa will make a change. Puck brought in. Kucherov shot, and that goes wide. Off the end glass, and it's Podkolzin into the middle as he gets to center ice for Ty Emberson. He'll dump it in. Rims on the left wing. Podkolzin along the left wing boards. Headed hit some in front of the net. The chance for Savoy. Save made by Vasilevsky. That hit one of the stanchions on the glass. Came right in front of the net. And Matt Savoy with a chance. But the puck was bouncing and hopping on him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate it was rolling because he couldn't pick it up clean. And Vasilevsky, I mean, I think Matt Savoy made the right decision.
Oh, yeah, just get it on net.
Get it on net. Vasilevsky got the right lever out there, made a good save, but the puck was rolling. Couldn't elevate the puck.
I wanted that one for Savoy.
Yep. Corey Perry now out with McDavid and Draisaitl.
Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Trying to line him up.
Oh, Leon's getting frustrated here.
So McDavid will take the draw. McDavid wins it. Draisaitl, left wing point to Ekholm. Cross to Emberson. Down the right wing to McDavid. At the blue line, poked off his stick by Hagel. We'll go down into the Oiler end. So Ekholm on the right to Emberson for Perry. Perry to McDavid. Comes into the Tampa zone through the middle. It's poked off his stick. It gets to the corner. Sorelli will rim it. It won't get out. Emberson keeps it in to Draisaitl in front of the net. That just goes off of McDavid and wide. And covered by Vasilevsky at the side of the goal.
I'll tell you, one player, and we haven't had him all season, but Evander Kane, and I'm not sure when he's coming back, and I'm not sure what level he's going to be at when he's been back. But he's led the Oilers forwards in hits the last, certainly hits per game the last couple of seasons. But Colson's dropped off a bit on the hits. And Kane the Oilers don't have that dimension in their lineup right now. And again, he wasn't able to be the player that he could be by the time we got to the Dallas and Florida series last year in rounds 3 and 4.
Chernak behind his goal up the right wing for Kucherov. And Kucherov will bring the puck into the Oilers zone. Throw it into the left wing corner. Comes back to Kucherov in front of the net. The chance save made by Skinner. And that may have been partially blocked by Nurse. A chance for Braden Point. Point will get it back to the left wing. Point for McDonough. Now to Point. Point to the blue line that hits Draisaitl. Goes out. Chernak will turn it up.
It's 4-1 here. I just roll over if I'm Edmonton. I'm not double shifting McDavid or Draisaitl the rest of the way.
Kucherov in the right corner. 9.5 to go in the third. It's 4-1 for Tampa. Puck cleared out. Moser to Hedman. The left wing to point. Kucherov to point in the left corner. Gets knocked down by Bouchard. Gets back up. Point has it. Pointing to the top of the circle, but up against the boards. Kapanen was trying to dig it out. It's kept in. Now Arvidsson can come up the left wing, and he'll get to center ice. And over the Tampa line, trying to go through the middle. It's taken off his stick. Hedman will get it out. Kulak just inside the Edmonton zone. Kulak will wait. Oilers will make a few changes. They'll get it across to Bouchard, who'll come up the right wing. Now off the stick of Janmark, it goes in, chasing after it. Radish rims the puck on the right wing to Chaffee. One touched it to Paul, and he'll come into the Oiler end on the right wing. Pushes to the middle, but it goes off his stick. In behind the net, Janmark to Bouchard, now to Nugent Hopkins. Off the right wing boards and out. Radish inside his own end. Into the corner, up the left wing for Gonsalves, and Gonsalves long pass off the skate of Paul, goes deep into the Oilers zone. Ekholm has got to go in behind the net, falls on him, stops in the right corner, across to Emberson, off the left wing boards and out, and the puck hits center ice. Ekholm jams it through the neutral zone. Chernak back into his own end, across to McDonough, now to Chernak. To McDonough in the left wing corner. Up the right wing for Gensel. He'll get it off the right wing boards. He'll get to it himself. A rolling puck. Now to Glendening. A rising shot and a glove save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 7:34 to go in the third. 4-1. Lightning lead the Oilers from the Amalie Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all four seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 7:34 to go here in the third. 4-1, the Lightning lead. AC Mont, Hagel, Hedman, and Paul have scored for Tampa. Draisaitl has the goal for Edmonton. Kucherov with a couple of assists in this game. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. Adam Henrique to take the draw for the Oilers up against Nick Paul. Paul with goals in 4 straight games. Mark gets to the middle of the ice, and now up the right wing, off of Kapanen, goes into the Tampa zone. Lilleberg. Left wing to Chaffee, to the middle of the ice, finds Radish, and now up to center ice to Gonsalves. Into the Oiler end. Puck lifted up in the air to the corner. Arvidsson up the left wing for Edmonton. He'll get it to the line, but Gonsalves is going to keep it in. Gonsalves spinning around near the right wing point. Dumps it deep. Emberson on the end boards. Chafee up against him. Puck comes loose to Ekholm. Will get it up the right wing to Kapanen, and he'll hack it right into the Tampa bench. We'll get a whistle with 6:56 to go here in the third period. Shots now 31-24 for Tampa.
You can listen on Lightning Radio 24/7 in the Lightning mobile app and on 102.5 The Bone.
All games, Cirelli hard matched against McDavid.
Brought in on the right. Hyman down the right wing. Into the right wing corner. Drops a puck to McDavid. He'll spin in the right corner.
Look at the coverage on.
To Draisaitl. Goes in behind the net. Chernak will rim it, and he will get it out. He'll go down into the Oilers' zone, be icing against Tampa.
Chernak took a hit there from, he's not too happy from Hyman.
Yeah.
Those two had a conversation earlier in the game.
Yeah, Tampa's done an exceptional job.
Well, they're well coached, and they're playing at a higher level than Edmonton is right now. Oilers haven't really played well since they beat Vancouver 6-2 in that returning engagement. Wow, Draisaitl waved out of him. He's not going to be happy with the Lions crew tonight. He's been waved out about 8 times.
No, he's got waved back in. Don't see that very often. So he takes the draw against Cirelli. They go to McDonough, left corner to Hagel. And Hagel will get it out. Up the right wing to Cirelli with Girgensons. In over the Edmonton line. Cirelli tried to pull it to the middle, went off his stick to the corner. He'll get to it.
That might have been a 4-1 non-call there against Draisaitl. And Leon looks like he might be just tired. It's going off.
David will flip it in. McDonough around the boards and out with it.
This is a dispirited Edmonton Oilers team right now, Cam. Down 4-1, and they're playing a team that's putting on a clinic. It's been different than the game against Tampa, or against Washington.
Yes. Chernak will shoot it in. Puck goes to the left wing corner in the Oilers zone off of Gensel. Ekholm behind the net to Stetcher. And up the right wing. Dumped down on the play, though, was Podkolzin, and the puck along the boards. Podkolzin across to Savoy. Savoy's pass to the middle, went right to Braden Point, though. Back to Moser, up the right wing for Kucherov, lost it at the Edmonton blue line. And Nugent Hopkins into his own end. Left wing to Podkolzin. 5:10 to go here in the third. 4-1, Lightning lead. Moser breaks it up at the Tampa blue line. Kulak waiting in his own end on the right wing for Janmark. Janmark for Emberson. Now to Henrique. Henrique comes into the Tampa zone, nowhere to go with it. And the puck comes back out. Janmark will shoot it in. Moser around the boards. That goes off of Henrique. It's in behind the net. Lilleberg spinning on the end boards. Across to Moser. Up the left wing to Paul. Now to Glendening. Glendening will dump the puck in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Skinner got it to the right wing. We have 4:20 to go here in the third. 4-1. Lightning lead. Turning is Acimont. His shot gets blocked by Henrique. Comes out to center ice. Acimont to Perbix. Center ice to Paul. Unable to get it deep. Ekholm has it. He'll go back into his own end. Girgensons keeping his eye on Matthias Ekholm. Through the middle to McDavid. McDavid a couple of moves. Got it over the line to Draisaitl. Left wing to McDavid. He's top of the circle. Got checked on the play. Chernak behind the net. Give it to McDonough. Up in the air and out. It's at the Edmonton blue line, skating onto it. Cirelli over to Hagel, his shot, and that's off the stick of Ekholm, and it'll go out of play with 3:39 to go in the third. 4-1, Tampa leading the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Amalie Arena here in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with an Oilers Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Amalie Arena in Tampa, 4-1, the Lightning lead the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers scored the first goal of this game. Tampa tied it soon thereafter in the first, added a couple in the second, and one here in the third.
Well, had a good record. Had the best record in the NHL until 4 games ago, over the previous 3 months. It worked all the way up for tied for third in the league. Since then, been outscored 5-4, 6-3, 7-3, and 4-1 tonight.
Face off in the Edmonton zone. Moser on the right wing point. A wrist shot, and that hits a leg, goes over to the boards, and Bouchard will get it up to the line just out. Glenn Denning will shoot it back in. Ekholm stops him behind the net. The left wing to Arvidsson. Will across to Bouchard. Off the right wing boards and in. Cleared out by Hedman, and that rolls by, and it gets right to Asimont on the right wing into the Oilers zone, to the middle, to Paul, and shot, and a save made by Skinner. As Nick Paul with a glorious opportunity, puck gets to center ice, as Savoy was able to dump it in. 3 minutes to go in the third, 4-1, Tampa leads. Puck shot down into the Oilers zone. Skinner around to Stetcher, off the left wing boards to Hyman, now to McDavid. He'll come in, drop the puck to Hyman. He's trying to go towards the net. To McDavid, he goes behind the goal, right wing to Arvidsson, shovels it back to the blue line. Emerson to Stetcher in front of the net and off the skate of Hyman. Puck in behind the net, Hyman trying to walk it out front off the stick of Vasilevsky. And Kucherov will get it out.
Cernak just threw Connor McDavid down.
Stetcher at center ice. Stetcher will loop back to the Edmonton blue line. He'll go off the ice after he gave the puck to Kulak. Goes to Draisaitl left wing. Rims the puck inside the Tampa zone. It's near the top of the circle. David got it to the corner. For Zach Hyman to Draisaitl, is passed to the middle, picked off by Cirelli, and he'll bring it out. He'll come up the left wing. Center ice, his pass knocked down by McDavid, but his penalty coming up. It's going against the Edmonton Oilers. And Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl off for the cross check. With a minute 53 to go in the third, and Edmonton down 4-1. 1 for 2 with a man advantage. The Oilers penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Henrique wins the draw, and Ekholm will blast it around the boards and down the ice. Edmund up the right wing. Got a point. Swings it back to Kucherov. Comes into the Oilers zone. Right wing to Gensel. To the right wing corner. Kucherov to Gensel. Is shot. And that just off the stick of Nugent Hopkins and why. Hegel's got it on the left wing. Hagel to the end boards for Gensel. He gets in. Puck squeezes loose over to Kucherov on the right wing. Out to point. His shot off the arm of Skinner. Puck to the left wing side. Hedman over to Kucherov. Kucherov top of the circle. Cross ice pass hits a stick. Kept in by Hedman. Now across to Kucherov in front of the net. A bad save made by Skinner. Last minute here in the third. Oilers down 4-1. Hedman on the blue line. Right wing for Kucherov. In front of the net. It goes over to Hagel. His shot. Great save made by Skinner coming across. Puck goes to Hedman. Left wing to Hagel. To Hedman. To Kucherov. To point. His shot and stopped by Skinner. And Ekholm will get it off the right wing boards and down the ice.
A little surprised to see their first power play on the ice with a minute left in a 4-1 game. Chalk that one up.
Yeah. Pass up the left wing. Cirelli into the Oilers zone. Now to Gonsalves. He tried to pass it. It went across. And the puck goes to Stetcher. He's able to get it out and down the ice. 15 seconds left. Radis will go in behind his net. He can just stay there. And it's going to be 6 straight wins for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 4-1 will be the final here over the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers have dropped 4 in a row. And Tampa full marks. 6 straight wins.
Yeah, they were the better team. Oilers are going to need to be a lot better against Florida on Thursday night. Edmonton 1 for 1 on the power play. Tampa 1 for 3. Turning point in the game. Early second period wraparound goal. Hagel capitalizing. Sleepy play from Bouchard. Skinner unable to get across. No Matthew Tkachuk will change the dynamic a bit against Florida. And
Tampa defended very well.
Yeah, well, they got a great defensive pairing, and they also took some liberties in some of Edmonton's players as the game wore on. Going to need to see a lot more energy coming up on Thursday in Florida.
Yeah, as the Edmonton Oilers got the Florida Panthers on Thursday. This one ends up 4-1. Tampa over Edmonton. AC Mont, Hagel, Hedman, and Paul score for the Lightning. It was Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers dropped to 34-20-4 on the year. Tampa is now 33-20-4. Tampa's won 6 straight. Oilers have lost 4 straight. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Now to Draisaitl. Hash marks on the right side to the corner to McDavid. To Draisaitl, scores! Leon Draisaitl, a give and go with Connor McDavid.
All right, well, that's as good as it got for the Edmonton Oilers. And that is the highlight zone for Centric Casino. All in, all games, all season. Centric Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winter zone. The Oilers lose 4-1 in Tampa. Power play goal midway through the first period, but they gave the puck away, and Esimont finished it off after a bad giveaway from Kasperi Kapanen. And then early in the second period, Hagel scored to make it 2-1. They got a 5-on-3, 3-1, added 1 in the third, 4-1. This is a Rogers postgame show.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday. Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
No Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Tampa wins their 6th in a row. The Oilers lose their 4th in a row. Before that 4-game losing streak in the previous 3 months, Edmonton had the best record in the NHL, but they were taking on water in the last 4 or 5 games before this 4-game losing streak. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, I hate to say it, but for the second consecutive game against a really good team, and it was a completely different way, like Washington, big, heavy team, kind of ran over Edmonton a bit. Tampa Bay tactically and technically owned this hockey game. Your thoughts?
They did. To me, let's start with the Tampa Bay Lightning checking line. Sorelli, Hagel, 2 Team Canada players that were on Team Canada because they thought they needed guys that could play, third line minutes, play against the other team's best players. They were excellent against Connor all night long, and then in the third period against Leon and McDavid, they gave them nothing.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic. The defense, how about the McDonough pickup in the summer for Tampa?
Wow.
He's leading the National Hockey League in plus minus.
Brian Lawton. For 2 years, Bob, you guys got to get McDonough out of Nashville. He can defend. He shuts things out. For 2 years, literally every second week on Oilers Now, he talked about McDonough.
He was excellent. And what that does is it takes a lot of heavy minutes away from Hedman, who was excellent. Tampa had the better goalie. Their star players were better. Their role players were better. On the back end, they were better. And Bob, coming into today's game, all that's been talked about over the last 48 hours is the Oilers got to simplify. No turnovers. Just simplify the game, play hard. If at the end of the night you're not good enough, you're not good enough. But don't shoot yourself in the foot. First shift of the game, Evan Bouchard turns the puck over.
It's unbelievable.
And then you finally get a lead. You get a power play goal. Great, everything's going your way. And then a 4th line player, Kapanen. First toe drags a guy in the neutral zone, which right there is giving the coaches a heart attack. And then gets to the line, dump it in. You have one job only there. Dump the puck in, turns the puck over, and all of a sudden, your 1-goal lead on the road when everything's been going wrong for you lasts a minute 18.
Squandered it.
You just can't do that. Leon Connor can play there in the neutral zone. You can make a play. Everyone else, you get the red line, you dump it in.
They have no dimension. They've dimensioned themselves out by the moves that they made. Look, I'm going to be the first to admit to you, I thought for sure Jeff Skinner and Victor Arvidsson would be more productive. They went out, they tried to find Leon Draisaitl, pair top 6 forwards. To this point in the season, it has not worked.
Well, Bob, I did the stats, so this is before today's game. The 3 players that the Oilers lost, McLeod, Fogle, and Holloway. You would say all 3 of them are faster than the 3 they picked up, Coles and Arvidsson, Skinner. So all 3 are faster. 2 of them are much more physical. Fogle and Holloway are more physical than Skinner and Arvidsson, but Colson's the outlier there. Those 3 players that left have 44 goals and are plus 40 on the season. The 3 players that have come in have 24 goals and are plus 6. The Oilers got smaller, they got slower. They don't have the same production as those other players. It's noticeable. And what has happened over the last 3 weeks, which on March 7th, it was going to be Stan Bowman plugging little holes, little leak here, maybe bring in some depth. The holes are much bigger now. His work just got a lot larger going through the next 10 days. As the last 3 games, the Oilers have been outclassed. And this is a team that is better than they've shown, but there's something that's not clicking right now. And it's forced Stan Bowman to take a deep breath and try to figure out, is this an aberration or is this who we really are?
All right, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
Smart Play of the Night's brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the box the next time you shop. Oilers combined on the power play. McDavid to Draisaitl. Leon's up to 43. It's the only good news there was tonight. Edmonton loses. They were the second best team in every facet of this game. They lose 4-1. This is the Rogers postgame show.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent, featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. Situated in the heart of Ice District, Sky is the address for socializing, dining, entertainment, and fun. A building like no other in a location like no other. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Adam Jecko, 2 goals. The Edmonton Oil Kings win 4-0 in Moose Jaw tonight. They're in Brandon tomorrow. Bakersfield is in San Jose. They're 0-4-2 in their last 6 games. NHL, Buffalo, 3-2 victory over Anaheim. Canadians shut out Carolina at home by a score of 4-0. Wouldn't you know it, Washington, Tom Wilson talked about their most complete game of the season, beating Edmonton 7-3. They lost 3-1 at home tonight to Calgary. Columbus, 6-4 victory over Dallas. Boston had a 3-0 lead to Toronto, but the Leafs came all the way back and beat the Bruins by a score of 5-4. Mitch Marner with the GWG and OT. Philadelphia pounds Pittsburgh by a score of 6-1. Penguins really taking on some water. Rangers 5-1 victors in Long Island. Does Lou Lamoriello get active with the Islanders? Move out Brock Nelson. St. Louis just crushing Seattle 7-1. That's in the third period. Florida up 2-1 over Nashville. Edmonton and Florida. That's in the third. Edmonton and Florida rematch of the Stanley Cup final Thursday night. Detroit, Minnesota tied at 2 in the third. And Chicago's up 1-0 over Utah. That is in the second. Here at MLA Arena, all Tampa Bay, the Lightning strike 4 times. They beat the Oilers by a score of 4-1. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Let's go to Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers, whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excel. There's the Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Leon Draisaitl had 5 shots on goal, scored the Oilers' lone goal. It was power play 43rd of the season. He's tonight's 3rd star. Chatrooms, 2 assists. He's tonight's 2nd star. And Michael Esimon, one of their grinders, tonight's 1st star. Rogers postgame shows heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Splitters return to action Thursday against the Florida Panthers. It will not be the biggest game played between the two teams. Of course, the Oilers rallied from 3-0 down last year to force a game.